Hola, hola, hola. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Doesn't matter. I am Aqua Candy Love. How is everybody this morning? Hello, hello, hello. So I need to apologize. Something is happening on my end with YouTube. For some reason, it is unavailable right now. So if anybody wants to actually chat with me today, from YouTube, I don't know if anybody has a Twitch account. That would probably be best if you wish to chat with me directly. For some reason, YouTube chat is not working on my end, but I do have Twitch chat still going. Hello, how's everybody going this morning? I'm a little nervous about this stream today. This is kind of my first serious stream, I guess, and I don't know if anybody's gonna come in. It might just be a little quiet, so I guess I might be hopefully not talking to the air today. But if there's any people who were Disney kids in the audience today, you know, this is kind of for us today. Yes, 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 yes. I, of course, have discussed in the past that I am neurospicy. I am neurodivergent. Indeed, indeed. Obviously, just look at this whole setup. I don't think I would, like, dude, I don't think I would be neurospicy, neurodivergent if this wasn't, like, all this. I love it. Me and my imagination. Yay. And we're gonna be covering some topics of things that I grew up with that I admire. And this video might be a little more for the ladies today, you know. Pardon, gentlemen. I know all the gentlemen in my audience are gonna be like, what? We're talking about girly stuff today? Yes, a little bit. But we're going to be very still inclusive about it, because I want this video to be something that brings people together in that sense, you know, especially with the genders. But yes, today we're going to be discussing how mermaids kind of somehow in their own way became the symbol for autism in itself. Henceforth why I am a mermaid, I guess. I was not planning any of this. I like literally did this all on my own. I was just like, ooh, I want to be a mermaid. I don't want to be something like everything else. And you know, I've seen a few, like, again, we have a lot of ocean VTubers in general, but I didn't want to pick a specific animal because I have a lot of favorite animals in the sea. I do. I love whales. I love sharks, obviously. Mr. Bruce over here representing, yes. I like jellyfish. I like axolotls. I like whale sharks. I love, oh my goodness, there's so many. Too many to count for me, I guess. And I actually found an interesting video with it, and I want to kind of go over it and maybe discuss it in and of itself. I think that it might be enlightening for some people, but let's all be polite about it. Yes. No trolls. Dude, like, let's be good. Let's be good little boys in the audience today, okay? We learning something. Everybody in the SpongeBob audience being like, educational television? No! I promise I'll make it fun. Because again, I can't without smiling and giggling at some things. Honestly, if you're not applying humor into learning things, like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Anyway, and then we're also gonna have 2 other videos from another creator called Toonish. I was kind of liking some of her videos, just in general, creating like a general mature discussion on at least 2 different Disney princesses. I don't know if she has things about other Disney princesses in the future, but she has a wide array of like Disney stuff on her channel. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of go over that. We're covering the girly side of things today. Yes. All right. So yes, this video is for my ladies in the audience. I love you dearly. So yes, let us go over some of the favorite ladies from our childhood, shall we? All right, mainstream. Let's go. Yes. And hello, madam. How are you today? My goodness, you look sleepy. All right. So let me go ahead and get the music paused here a little bit, or we can probably turn it down low. Hopefully my audio is okay today. I don't know. Again, my chat is very quiet today, so we'll just see what happens. It's okay. I don't expect this to get a lot of viewership, but that's okay. That's okay. I enjoy all the time in the world just trying to express myself on the internets. Let's go. All right. So, we're going to pause for the video. Yes, we're going to pause for the video. All right. Do 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 do. Yay! Like that moment in my life, I don't know what to say or do, and I'm very nervous. So it's just like, So in my brain, I'm just like, yes, this is what's happening today. Disney stuff. Anyway, let's go. When the mermaid characters in parentheses unintentionally represent autism, you guys, this is I hope this is an interesting subject for everybody. I found it intriguing. I found it very intriguing. So let's all have an open mind when we watch this. Yes, let's all be good boys and girls in the audience chat. Okay, let's go. I'm just being a derp. Okay, yeah.
In 2018, YouTuber Anna Moomin released a vlog talking about the 1984 rom-com Splash, where an average Joe falls in love with a mermaid. Anna herself is neurodivergent, specifically autistic, and she found herself relating a lot to the mermaid character.
It's quite a good analogy to help people to understand autism in specifically females. I mean, it does relate to males as well.
This comparison really...
Oh, Ooga Booga, hello, unknown apparition. You did kind of startle me. We are going over how, again, I'm going to... It's okay, I already got my intro for it, so if I have to go back and... I plan to edit streams eventually, you guys. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, take, like a 2-week hiatus one day and just be like, yes, I gotta work on editing streams. I just missed a comparison of male and female autism cases. Dang it, we really would have helped my studies. Oh, dude, no, you're perfectly fine. I just started because I really want to, like, I'm really nervous about this video, so but this is a serious one. I want everybody to just come in with an open mind, like, no one attack me. It's fine. But we're going over mermaid characters unintentionally represent autism by Better with Bob. I will have links in the description for both of the people that I am watching in these videos. So please, these I just kind of came across them last night, and I was just like, ooh, this is interesting because I like the psychology that both of the creators are discussing in them. So this is for mermaids, and then I got 2 more videos after this with 2 particular Disney princesses. Yes. So I hope you enjoy. I really do. I hope you enjoy. Yes. Let us continue. I'm going to start it from the get-go again. My bad. Let's go. Yay, I'm not alone. Because I'm just like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I'm nervous about this because, yes, I understand there is a lot of different people on the internet. So I'm just like, I want to bring people together, not cause fights, if that makes sense. So this is a mature discussion video. So let's everybody be ladies and gentlemen in the audience, or polite theys and thems. Yes. Okay. I'm just being nervous, you guys. It's fine. Go.
In 2018, YouTuber Anna Moomin released a vlog talking about the 1984 rom-com Splash, where an average Joe falls in love with a mermaid. Anna herself is neurodivergent, specifically autistic, and she found herself relating a lot to the mermaid character.
It's quite a good analogy to help people to understand autism in specifically females. I mean, it does relate to males as well.
This comparison really got me thinking as well, but we'll come back to that. First, we have to take a small history lesson.
I can see we have to take this slowly.
very slowly.
Mermaid.
To start,
Mermaid. I love it just because it's like I feel like that's what I have to do with a lot of people, like just in general, because I feel like I go too fast for other people, like mentally speaking. Like I want to, that's probably the problem with having like ADHD for myself, is like it's learning how to slow down and taking things step by step. It is quite the challenge, just as a person, as like, again, if I discuss anything in this video, you guys, this is just from my own personal experiences. Like, I know everybody's neurodivergent, neurospicy experience is different. So anyway, let's go.
we must first highlight the difference between allegory and applicability. An
Yes.
allegory is a story or piece of art that uses symbolism or metaphor to convey a hidden meaning.
In your world, I have another name. You must learn to know me by it.
Applicability is where a consumer of a piece of media can find parallels between what the art is actually depicting and something completely unrelated.
Yes.
You don't feel.
Allegory tends to be intentional. For example, Buffy in its 4th season decided to have the characters Willow and Tara become a couple, and because the WB network was very strict on what could be shown on television, they instead used the characters' exploration of magic as an allegory for exploring their sexuality.
Yes.
We'll start
Yes,
out.
definitely.
Okay.
Once the show moved networks to the more liberal UPN, and the characters were allowed to do much more, they instead portrayed magic as an allegory for drug addiction.
God, I need help.
Applicability, on the other hand, relies on audience interpretation. J.R.R. Tolkien famously hated allegories, and preferred merely drawing inspiration from real-life feelings and experiences to create a story that simply is what it is.
Yes, I mean that was an interesting thing too with even with that story, even with Lord of the Rings, like there's a lot of allegories in like intention, he might have just been doing that just out of intention, which that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Like either or, like I feel like this is kind of how my brain interprets the world, you guys. Like I find a lot of symbolism in a lot of things, and I know a lot of people get tired of seeing symbolism in things, just in certain spaces, but at the same time, it creates a narrative, it creates things that represent who we are as people in, in certain mindsets. Anyway, I'm rambling. Go.
It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo.
Yes.
The ones that really mattered.
He drew
Yes.
heavily on his time in the trenches to create that feeling of camaraderie and brotherhood between the Fellowship of the Ring, but insisted the book was not a direct allegory to World War II.
How can the world go back to the way it was when so much bad had happened?
That hasn't stopped countless people from interpreting a message that wasn't intended because, honestly, it's fun to find these similarities. Now, when it comes to neurodivergence,
I mean, at the same time, I feel like that also comes down to, again, we are just simple creatures in the sense of just being like, we as human beings, we have to relate. It's like us relating to things, I feel like brings people together more than anything. So there's that. Anyway, like at the same time, he may have not been intentionally doing that, but at the same time, you got to think I think he did experience being in World War II, and he may have not been outright writing it as that, but at the same time, like in his own personal feelings, it could have been more of his emotions down on the paper. Like, honestly, like when you start writing, see, this is what, dude, I love writing. I love writing. I want to write stories, and I have ideas for so many different stories, and I think I would love to come out with books one day, but I'm not sure just yet. It's like the only problem I have is like writer's block and actually getting down to doing that, which again ties in with like the ADHD experience. You get distracted so easily with things, and sometimes it piles up and it can overwhelm you, very much so. Anyway, let's go.
Both the actual depictions and the intentional allegories often aren't too popular with the people themselves.
I 100% don't care.
Yeah.
Boop.
Yeah, I've experienced that.
Representation in my video on the
I'll be like, it's so funny too with my BF sometimes. He'll, not in that sense, but it's interesting how me and him interact with each other. Because, like, he's a little bit more of the opposite end of, like, certain things where I find a lot of symbolism in things. Meanwhile, he is one to just kind of, like, be like, whatever, and just ignore it. And he just doesn't care. It's okay. And I respect that. You know, I respect that point of view. But at the same time, there should be a certain level of, like, I guess, understanding despite not caring, if that makes sense. Anyway.
Game, and I touched on unintentional representation in my video on the craft. I'm going to expand on the latter. There is a big push nowadays in terms of characters representing identities outside of the typical race, gender, or even sexuality-based ones. But for children in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, who didn't have a character that they were supposed to relate to, they instead found other characters to see themselves in.
Yes.
For example, I can tell that Pinkie Pie of My Little Pony Generation 4 is not intended to represent me. It's actually Twilight Sparkle who's...
I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm like Rarity, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a lot of people tell me I'm like Rarity. Oh no, you damn toggles, you do it to me all the time. Fuck, here. It's somewhere. I'll find you where I need to be. No, not Star Trek yet. We're not there yet. We haven't started at with Star Trek. Yeah, I know. The guys are going to be really happy with that. You're welcome. I know there's female Star Trek fans too out there. I see you. Okay, back to Pinkie Pie being Pinkie Pie. I love Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie is the goat, man. I freaking love her. She just, like, brings so much happiness to everybody with her zaniness. But a lot of people tell me I'm like Rarity, and I've had a lot of people tell me I'm like Fluttershy, and I'm like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? But deep down, I feel like Pinkie Pie. I'm just like, I want to bring happiness to everybody. Go.
Her and myself too, but I found myself relating to Pinkie Pie for several behavioral similarities in a way that was comforting because this character was portrayed as a positive presence.
She's so zany.
Mustache! A more famous example is Data from Star Trek The Next Generation.
There is a certain degree of random fortune involved. I believe that is why they call it gambling.
I've personally never watched any Star Trek related media. You can crucify me if you want, but an artistic friend of mine made me aware of this character's impact.
Why was she laughing?
Like, my grandma was like a big fan of Star Trek. Like, so much so. Like, it's like I never was. How do I put this? I'm sorry, Star Trek fans. Please don't come at me. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. It's not a big deal to some people, but then there's some people that are like, you don't like Star Trek. You don't like Star Trek. I'm like, no. It's not that I don't like it. It's just like it's very slow paced in comparison to like a lot of other like space shows, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it was just the pacing for me, and like, again, all the no offense, you guys, but all the freaking beige and the freaking background of the spaceships. I'm like, I didn't like that, and it felt like they were in one room all the freaking time, which was like what I don't know what to call it, what the command center or something, where they had to like run the spaceship. Like it was very too slowed down for me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want anybody to come at me. That's just how I personally feel. Oh, but at the same time, it had a lot of intriguing characters. I will say that it had a lot of intriguing characters. And then again, I always loved the what was it? The transporter, the light beam. I can't remember what it's called. I don't remember hardly any like names and things from Star Trek, but I do remember watching it as a child because of my grandmother. She was a huge fan of Star Trek. Like, how do I put this? You gotta understand, my grandmother, she graduated high school in 1957, so She was she was around the time of like, what is that old show, like Buck Rogers and stuff, like, and all the sci-fi shows that came out during the 50s, like the Twilight Zone and things like that. So like I was raised around all of that, you guys. It's so great, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm showing how old I am. Let's go.
Data is an android who struggles to understand social norms in a way that's relatable to a lot of autistic people.
Yes.
Wa, cha, way.
In addition to this, the character is still portrayed as very strong and intelligent,
Yes.
as well as a vital part of the team.
Sometimes I think it's becoming more human than any of us realize.
Not every autistic person watching Star Trek will relate to Data, because
Right.
the condition manifests itself in a multitude of ways, and everyone with autism can be incredibly different. But the key thing to take away is that this character was positive, and a section of the audience found something they could relate to, however unintentionally, outside of patronizing or victimizing narratives.
Exactly.
So where do mermaids come in?
Fabled marine creature, half woman, half fish.
Classical depictions of these fish women tended to skew more towards the negative.
They are dark creatures, in touch with all things mysterious.
Mermaids were often lumped together with sirens, the seductive women who lured sailors to their deaths with haunting songs, as a symbol of dangerous temptation.
We used to sing good duets, though. I have rather a nice voice, you know.
Other works lean into the fact that these gals were half human and had fun giving them their own sets of rules and customs befitting someone who was raised underwater rather than on land. And it's here that led to us gravitating towards the more benign mermaids of the 20th century.
To me, you seem to have a
tail.
A tail? Yes.
I'm a mermaid.
Like,
The
duh.
first famous movie mermaid was the title character of the British comedy Miranda in 1948.
So you've got a wife?
Yes.
Well, there are plenty of men on land. She'll soon find another one.
While the eponymous Miranda is an amoral seductress who has no problem having her way with 3 men,
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. It's like, well, there's plenty of men on land. She'll soon find another. Yes, yes. Stop. No. I promise I'm not trying to be a home wrecker. I'm not trying to be no home wrecker. No. I wasn't ready for that sentence, you guys. I really wasn't. I'm just gonna say that right now. Ladies out there, if your man is watching me, please. I ain't trying to be no home wrecker. Oh, no. Because I know the VTubing community. I know people. I've seen people. I've read people's comments in other sections of the internet. My audience, you better behave. Be loyal to your girl. Damn it. Oh, man. I wasn't ready. Hi, everybody. I hope you all are having a good day. I gotta lurk now and then. I fell behind on my reading yesterday due to a website outage. Oh, no, you're perfectly fine. No problem. Thank you for visiting. We'll be cycling between lurking and chatting. Not a problem. You are good. You have a wonderful day. We're already having, like, technical problems on my end. Like, YouTube chat is just not working today, so if anybody wishes to actually have discussions with me on it, I'm gonna be, you know, I got Twitch chat open at least. It's all good. All right. Anyway, let us continue with this.
Already taken just so she can have a baby, the character is not portrayed that negatively.
Well, aren't there any men under the sea who you could give them to?
Oh, yes, a few. But they have little eyes and flat noses, most unattractive. That's why we're practically extinct.
She charms everyone around her with her...
It's like poor girl. Poor girl. They really did not do her well with this. This poor girl. Like, my goodness. Shoot. Okay, I'm good.
Beauty, wit, and free spirit. And Glynis Johns' performance is just...
But don't you find your tale
I
rather
love the wittiness.
handicapped with the gentleman?
Oh, no. It provides what you might call an element of surprise.
Miranda very obviously thinks differently from the normal women around her, and this is the source of...
freaking cheeky. That's my problem. Oh, goodness. The fishies. Anyway.
much hilarity.
Well, I think they both wanted to marry you.
Did they?
Isn't it absurd?
She has several moments of bluntness.
Dude, that is my reaction anytime I have anybody that is attracted to me. I'm just like, what? What? Like, you like me? Why? Why? I don't understand. It's like my brain just glitches out, like, does not compute. Does not compute. Like, why are you attracted to me? I don't understand. Go.
Filtered honesty that are reminiscent of one or two people I know.
You're very beautiful, aren't you?
Yes.
Paul said you were just nice looking.
And this all makes for a very positive depiction of a woman who thinks differently and sees the world in her own way, without being othered or demonized. Plenty of critics noted that Miranda could be seen as a symbol of post-World War II optimism and liberation. She's shown as a fun character, allowed to be shamelessly unconventional, especially for the 1940s.
Yes.
Stop. You must stop. Now, miss, let her have her fling. She likes the cockle, same as me. Quite right. More.
Similar is Mr. Peabody and the Mermaid, released the same year, and this mermaid is completely non-verbal, while still being an active character.
Yes. I love it. Aww. Her smile.
I'm not saying that there's autistic coding there for these two, but I can see how they bridge the gap between dangerous siren leading you to your doom and...
Your voice sounds funny.
Well, it's called sarcasm. What, they don't have that where you come from either?
Madison...
Yeah, like, oh my god. This is also the other thing I gotta say, you guys. Like, I find funny about, like, just any of these mermaid videos, any of the mermaid experience. It's like, I feel like a sense of relatability when it comes to, like, me and every past relationship I've had. Like, guilty as charged, I tell you. Oh, it's so real. It's so real. Anyway, let us continue. Go.
Splash is our first mermaid on this list for whom the coding is definitely there.
Yes.
Even though Madison the Mermaid isn't supposed to be autistic, there's a lot of parallels there.
Anna Moomin pointed out many similarities between Madison and herself, including the obvious part where she doesn't seem able to understand Alan's sarcasm.
Do you speak English?
Maybe.
She also spent the first half of the movie entirely nonverbal.
I didn't know English.
Oh, I see. And now you do?
Yes, I learned afternoon from television. It's wonderful.
And her
yes, indeed. Henceforth why I have all the references in my freaking head. Let's go.
Learning English from watching TV for 6 hours is actually a very simplified form of echolalia, where a child will learn a language by repeating sentences they've heard elsewhere, and it's how many autistic children learn how to speak.
Now I can ask you questions, and if you answer them correctly, you can win one of these valuable prizes.
Her trouble with language likewise has her sometimes take things
like, dude, it is so true. It is so true. Anyway, language likewise has her sometimes takes things literally. Yes, yes, indeed. Brain, go.
Literally, like when she thinks Alan's present for her is the actual box itself.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
She initially lacks a sense of danger, such as when she leaves Alan's apartment by herself and walks around the street, which reminds me a little of that time I got myself lost in New Jersey at 17, but that's another story.
Oh god, this scene.
Madison is also unfamiliar with many...
Straight up, nom. It's a lobster tail. Dude. This is how I be eating food all the time in front of my dude. Every time. I'm like, I don't care no more. There's so many women out there that's like, oh, you should try to be a little more dainty with your food. Or I'll watch them, they'll like, I have seen a girl like sit there with a sandwich, a full burger, and just pick it apart bit by bit and like eat it like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, nom. Just freaking eat. And like I promise you, no dude, no good man is looking at you being like, oh, this is disgusting. Yeah, I promise you the right dude will come along and be like, you know what? This is sexy as hell. Let's go. Oh, I am hyper this morning. It's fine. Go.
Social norms, which is justified by her having grown up underwater, but is familiar to many autistic people.
Yes.
Are you from Cape Cod?
What?
No, I'm from another place.
Yeah.
These struggles with social norms and a lack of awareness about her surroundings don't have her seen as slow, just unused to the environment she finds herself in.
Yes.
Sorry, that's how we eat lobster where I come from.
Madison also spends the film trying to hide her identity and pretend to be a normal human, which is very applicable to the practice of masking.
Yes, this one, I can be honest with you guys. I am very guilty of this. I know I try to be myself on here at least. But IRL, like, this is one of my issues. I tell you, especially as being a mom, it's like I have to like I feel like I have to present myself a certain way, especially when like I go to like schools and events and trying to like even just like, dude, like parent teacher conferences. Oh my god, I hate those. I hate those so much. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I can't stand them. I try though. I still regardless try to present myself in a normal half-witted manner. And it's such a struggle. It's such a struggle because the reason why I think I do though is because there is so much judgment towards like mothers in general, and there's the whole mom shaming thing, and it's not good for anybody. It really isn't. But at the same time, I feel this symptom in my soul. I'm like, I always feel like I have to hide myself. IRL, you guys, but again, I do my best to try to be myself on here for y'all. As best I can anyway. And that's what I will always say, just do the best you can. If you are on the spectrum and this is one of yours, I feel it, and I hear you and I see you guys. It's okay. I just want everybody to know that. Anyway, continue.
Where autistic people imitate the behaviour of neurotypicals around them to better fit in or pass. And a key reason for Madison hiding her true identity from Alan is the fear that he will reject her.
Yes.
And outside of this coding, Madison is still presented as a positive character with whom the audience is meant to sympathise.
Why?
Because I love you.
She's portrayed as
I love the way she says it too. It's just like, it's so innocent. It's the most innocent of like, I love yous. Cause like, dude, I've been there. I've always been there, especially with me and my BF, you guys. Like, I feel like this is me and my BF sometimes, just cause like, it's like, It's like, I'm the mermaid and he is the hobo on land, and like there are times like we might be like on different spectrums of things, but we still come together at the end of the day. Like, oh my goodness, go, oh my goodness, just okay, go.
Beautiful and desirable, and shown to be worth so much to Alan that he happily gives up his life on land to be with her.
Yes. So cute.
You can.
Madison is also a sex-positive character who's in charge of her own sexuality.
I love it.
That pop culture loves to portray autistics as asexual or incapable of having romance. You can see why.
Seriously, like, why? I hate that. I hate that so much. Even though, yes, there is a lot of like people that struggle with emotions, but like to sit there and constantly say that, oh, if you're on the spectrum, you struggle with emotions, it doesn't mean you don't have any emotions. You know, that's what the biggest problem I've always had with it is, since I have been like diagnosed, was just like, because all my life, like, I have been the one that's masked, the one that has tried to hide who I really am. But even when I try to hide who I really am, people still see me as the eccentric or the weirdo or the, I don't know, just like, I've had people always tell me like, Candy, you belong in a musical, or Candy, you know, you have so many weird interests, blah blah blah, all kinds of stuff, like I could go down the list of it, okay, of what people have said to me, you know. And the fact that there's such a stereotype of those who are on the spectrum of not having, you know, of not having emotions just doesn't make sense to me, like, at all in my brain. Anyway, let us go. Continue.
The character has such resonance.
I love you.
Aww.
What's more is that years later, at the age of 52, Daryl Hannah publicly revealed that she was autistic herself. She was diagnosed as a child, meaning she was aware of her condition when she played the role. While we can't say for sure that these parallels were intended by her, it definitely enhances the viewing experience.
Yes.
Is this a big secret you've been keeping from me? Is it that you're a mermaid, or is there something else?
No, that's it.
I love it. It's
Now,
so
I
cute.
didn't grow up with Splash, but I did find myself getting influenced by another famous mermaid.
Ariel!
Yay!
What you doing, kid?
My girl! Yes! Out of everything, out of everybody, she is my number one! Aside, before Harley Quinn, this was my number one girl. I love you. I know, you looking like you throwing some shade at me right now.
I did a video on the misguided feminist backlash to Ariel from The Little Mermaid 3 years ago, so you can all probably tell that this character means a lot to me. And it was after watching Anna's video about Madison last year that led to me re-examining just what made Ariel so appealing.
Yes.
So wonderful in your entire life. Wow. Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
The most obvious character trait is her narrowly defined interest that she is very dedicated to, and it's unusual to those around her. 18-year-old me with a super specific knowledge of 90s and 2000s women's wrestling nods and sympathizes. Ariel also doesn't appear to have any friends her own age, or species, and is obviously very lonely where she is.
Dude, this is also true. Like, dude, honestly, this is why I try to keep it like teen to adult audience on my channel. Oh god, never pause a Disney movie, you guys. Look at that face. Hold on, let me like, okay, there. Goodness, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she's looking a little a little empty there, but we're gonna ignore that. Yes, you're still beautiful, my dear. But dude, this is so true. This is kind of why I keep it a teen to adult audience, because I'm like, I know as a parent, it's like, as a parent and as someone who has been from like broken environments, like, I want to be that platform that tries to have a wide age range, in the sense of like the only reason I keep it intended for certain audiences, like, again, I do not want no toddlers watching my crap, please. It's like, don't. But like, this is why I kind of keep things open a little bit to like teens in the audience, because, and why I want to keep it PG-13 to my best ability. Fuck, shit if I know. But like, this is how I am in real life. Like it's hard to differentiate as like being with like the normal age range of adults that just want to pay mortgage and taxes and do whatever. I don't know. I don't want what is the neurotypical experience anymore? Fuck if I know. Okay? Like, I'm just here surviving and being a mermaid online. Like, I feel like I've never had like the normal like thought process that would key me in with every single adult out there, you know? And that's kind of why I've kept it to that age range, because I'm like, I'm not a mean person. I'm not gonna ban somebody just because they happen to be 17 on my platform. Because at the end of the day, I feel like the adults in my audience can behave themselves on here too, you know? And that also comes down to like maturity and shit like that, you know? Like, and that's because like I want to be that person online that, yeah, wants to have a fun time with everybody, wants to play video games, wants to have a goofy time, but then I want to have videos like this where we have those mature discussions. And also maybe to help those out there, like, say there is, because the other thing is that, say there is a teenager like online or on this platform that needs a voice of guidance from somebody that's not trying to freaking take advantage of them. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be that Uncle Iroh of the group, of being like, hey, you know, I'm here. I see you. I know you're going through your struggles as a teen, and if you're on the spectrum, I definitely see your struggles, and I want you to know that I'm here. That Aqua Mama is here. That Aqua Auntie is here, and I want to, you know, create a community of people that care, and people that put their best foot forward and do what they can to better themselves and grow as people, and also again to have gaming and fun and have a good time on here. Oh gosh, I went on rambling again. This is why we're watching this today, you guys. I'm telling you, this is why we're watching this today. Anyway, hi, Ariel.
Providing some form of comfort.
A banded, bulbous
Snarflat. Oh.
This next trait isn't one I relate
to. The amazement, like new human thing.
To specifically,
Go.
But her two closest friends are Flounder and Scuttle, and she bonds very quickly with Max.
Flounder, you really are a guppy.
It's quite common for autistic children to bond more with animals than humans.
You are a guppy. Don't worry, you guys, I'm listening. I watched this video last night. This is more for y'all. It's all good. I'm gonna comment on where I can, I promise. Go.
Although not me personally.
You can't speak?
Mm-mm.
Once she's on land, she's non-verbal and struggles to communicate her true feelings.
And when I hear the story of a child who's never spoken before, whether it's on the spectrum of autism or Asperger's,
Jodie Benson.
Her actress Jodie Benson has spoken about many autistic children who told her they could relate to this part especially.
And yes, their voice was taken and it was given back, and the connection that they make.
Like Madison, she also embarrasses herself by not knowing the right social cue.
Oh my god, dude, I cried at this part last night, and I legit, when I first watched this, I cried at this part, even though I was more so listening to him when I was watching this, but now I'm just like looking at everything now as the imagery. I'm like, yep, this is so true. Oh, look at it, the beautiful dingle hopper, oh. I need it. I need it on my channel. I need that on my channel. I will create an emote or something. We need the dingle hopper. Yes.
And again,
yes!
it's not used to show her as odd or stupid, just unfamiliar with the culture of her surroundings.
Yes. Yes!
Oh, Ariel, boy do I feel you on this one.
How a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad.
Ariel is also defined by her open-mindedness compared to her father.
You rescued a human from drowning?
It's another lesser discussed trait among autistic people that we often have very strong morals and a strong sense of justice.
Everyone knows
yes.
He would have died.
Ariel
seriously,
risks her father's
yes.
wrath to save the life of a human she doesn't know and outright challenges his prejudice towards humans when she's found out.
Exactly. This is my problem, you guys. This is why I always end up starting shit with people. This is why I always end up with fights with people on the internet sometimes. Every time! Like, I see you trolls out there trying to come at me. I see you. This is why right here. I just care. My heart is too big. Okay, go.
You don't even know him.
Her
That's
way of
right.
thinking appears to be unusual in universe, and it leaves her open to emotional abuse and manipulation by those who seek to control her or use her, which I won't go into detail on, but let me just say, I relate.
Seriously, like, it cracks me up because people are like, oh, this is why Ariel is a weak character and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you realize how many people get taken advantage of by narcissists? You know, do you realize how many empaths get taken advantage of by narcissists out there? Like, and it goes both ways. It really does. It's not a male or a female thing, so nobody take it that way. But like, dude, it is something that is a common thing that happens. I tell you, even for myself, man. Like, I have had to fight back a lot of times, and it's so frustrating. And I try to come at life with a calm approach now, because of it. Because in the beginning, it was definitely not like, how do I put it? Like I used to have a lot more anger problems than what I do now. If that makes sense. Anyway, let's go. Continue.
Human transformation is a bit trickier to interpret through this lens, but you could choose to see it as more symbolic than literal. Since Ariel is uncomfortable being a mermaid at the start, you could suggest that her mermaid identity represents masking. While it appears that as a mermaid she's freer and more adventurous, it's still not enough to make her feel whole. Just like how masking and successfully passing for neurotypical has plenty of benefits, but constantly having to hide your identity and micromanage every single movement or action just for a more comfortable life does annoy you after a while. Since
it's like it's calling me out, you guys. It's calling me out. Let's go.
Ariel's personality doesn't change after she becomes human, and she's seen as somewhat eccentric by them too. I can see this as symbolic of getting the freedom to be yourself and not having to mask anymore. And once Ariel lets her quirky, energetic side fly free, that's when she attracts Eric.
Far better than any dream girl is one of flesh and blood. One warm and caring and right before your eyes.
Ariel and Madison make for a nice companion pair, since both were mermaid characters in the 80s, and their films were released by Disney. But there is a third pop culture mermaid I feel I have to discuss.
Check this out.
Whoa! I'm not a fan of the term guilty pleasure, because
oh god. Oh, I remember this one.
I don't believe anyone should feel guilty
Sucker
for loving
Punch.
pieces of media that are shunned by the mainstream,
Yeah.
and any value found in a work should be validated.
Yeah.
That being said, guilty pleasure is something I often use to describe my
H2O. Okay, I'm gonna at least say this. I don't know a lot about H2O. I don't remember, or no, not H2O. This one's Aquamarine. My bad, everybody. I mixed that up. Of course I mixed that up because that's just how Aqua Candy is always. I don't remember watching all of Aquamarine, but I have to say after watching this last night, I have a little of my own conclusions about her character too, and I I can definitely relate to some extent with this too. Anyway, but we're gonna go over that. Yes. Continue.
Enjoyment of this film. So, no one can feel guilty for falling in love with Sarah Paxton's brilliant performance.
What?
Seriously.
Why go through life unnoticed?
We have another mermaid that has to be taught how to act like a normal human. And the most basic of social interactions is essentially one big performance from her.
Wow,
yeah.
Raymond, you're good. Bye.
Yep.
There are things she does that seem odd or unusual to others, but they provide her...
all the salt in the water. I don't know how she as the actress could handle that. I hope to God that was sugar. I hope that was sugar in like the sense like that the directors changed it to that.
Comfort in unfamiliar situations.
Is that good?
Yes, it's very calming.
And attempting to imitate behavior she sees in others often just leads to embarrassment. Boy, do I relate to this bad dancing scene.
Yes.
Sarah Paxton, you are a gift. Outside of this, Aquamarine is quite an extrovert, and very knowledgeable about other specific things, in this case mermaid stuff, and she can act as a guide and mentor for that, teaching as much as she learns.
Starfish may be big suck-ups,
but they never lie.
Pop culture.
Oh, my heart. That like I was like, oh, that's so cute. It's so cute. I actually made for my daughter, my eldest, Goobies. There was one point she was into mermaids as well. Not for very long, but she still likes them. And I think both of the girls have been enjoying since I've become like a mermaid VTuber on things. They've been like, like mommy is a mermaid, yay. And so I remember when me and her first moved in with the BF, she got her own room. Like these girls are spoiled. They got their own bedrooms, you guys. Oh my gosh. And at one point I actually painted her bedroom. She wanted it painted in blues and purples, and she wanted mermaid theme at the time. And I was like, okay, yeah, not a problem. Mommy can do that. Mommy can do that easily. And so I did mermaid scales on one side of the wall as kind of like an accent wall. And I put across the walls mermaid kisses and starfish wishes. Yes. Which actually reminds me, oh, my favorite episode from the Little Mermaid series when it was a TV show on Disney Channel was the episode with the deaf girl, if I remember, where it was her and Ariel. They were both trying to find a magical starfish that granted wishes. Because Ariel, this was the first time apparently that she wanted to have legs. She would say she wanted two fins or two tails. So she could dance like a ballerina. It was a cute episode. Like if I could find a video over it that's edited, like maybe, I don't know. But that one was a cute episode. I think it's still on Disney Plus if anybody wants to watch it. There is a Little Mermaid TV series for kids that was made when I was a kid on Disney Plus, if I remember. Hopefully they didn't take it off yet. Anyway, not sponsored. Let's go.
Only as introverts, using the shrinking violet trope, but
yes.
Some of us can be extroverts too.
Yes.
That was fantastic. Let's do it again.
Aquamarine's energy and passion for the simple things is very reminiscent of several people I know.
Yes.
And yes, at that age, we can be thirsty AF too.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Another lesser shown trait is how Aqua is clearly older, Sarah Paxton was 18, and becomes best friends with two 12-year-olds.
Yeah. My bad.
It's actually rather common for some autistics to end up clicking more with friends with a significant age difference.
I mean, honestly, it kind of just, at the end of the day, it comes down to, like, me being, like, I am the oldest of 5 kids, you guys. You know, majority of my siblings, I have a huge age difference with them. Like, my eldest younger brother is, like, oh gosh, he's like in his early 20s right now, if I remember correctly, because I was born in 91, he was born in 98, I believe, if I remember. So yeah, even like the youngest out of, or the oldest out of my younger brothers, out of my siblings, is like already a significant age difference. So I am literally, to me, it's like I'm just big sister. I'm just big sister to everybody. That's really all it comes down to. Like, and I don't, like, that shouldn't be like frowned upon. Like, we're just trying to help out. And I know people get very like iffy about things like that because of stupidity and stupid people and predators and crap. I can assure y'all I am not that person. So yeah, anyway. God, I'm just ranting, aren't I? My bad, everybody. But yeah, like, dude, like, that's kind of how I've always viewed it, as when I make friends with people, if they're significantly younger than me, it's like, ah, you're just my little sister now, or you're my little brother now. Let's go. We're friends. Friends, you know? Like, God, I don't know why people, like, it's so stupid that we have to, like, defend ourselves on our platform with that, you know? Just to make sure that people have it, like, across, like, just because, like, I don't know, it's like, this is also what ties into me being autistic and ADHD too, as well, you guys. Like, I overthink things like that just because of the fact, like, it's like we as autistics recognize that there are dark and horrible things that happen in the world, you know? And that's also why it causes me to overthink in that sense. So it's very frustrating in and of itself. Because at the end of the day, it's also at the same time when people come into my chat room and try to talk to me and stuff, it's like, I know that that person that's coming into my chat room is a complete stranger to me. So, like, I always worry, like, it's like, what kind of impression am I giving to people? What kind of impression am I giving to you guys? Like, I overthink that so much as being on the spectrum. So, like, it's also, again, this is why I wanted to do this video today, why I wanted to do this stream today. It's like, I'm trying to open up more. Like, please, internet, don't shit on me too hard. Oh.
Usually bonding over their specific shared interests.
Exactly.
You're also more likely
yes.
to make friends with social outcasts.
Seriously.
Like does with Claire and Haley. And
like, mine is I am the social outcast, okay, you guys? My club is the social outcast club. We got this, Aqua Gremlins. What's up?
Later the
You're probably the first person who's talked to me all summer.
Aww.
And it's
like stuff like that.
How the movie goes
stuff
ahead.
like that. Like, dude, I am that girl. I am that girl that will sit there next to the old man and be like, hey, what's up? How are you doing today, Mr. Rogers? Tell me about your life story. I know probably people haven't talked to you in months, so what's up? Let's go. Let's have story time. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about good things.
It shows this friendship as a deep and loving one, not using the age difference to demonize anyone.
Aqua.
Exactly.
I love you guys too.
And that's the key word to keep in mind when examining these mermaid characters.
Can you decipher that, you fragile narcissist?
Representation for autistic people is still pretty slim.
Yes.
For females on the condition, even more so. The 2010s did see a small emergence of more autistic girls being shown in the media.
Yes.
Obviously, these three films were made long before that.
Yes.
But the kind of representation that we usually have to deal with is the victim narrative.
Seriously, like, this is the narrative I'm tired of, you guys, because you do not have to live your life in that victim mindset. I am telling you all that right now. If you honestly, like, if you feel this way, like, you should never, like, do not ever feel this way. Just because shit happens in life does not mean you have to sit there and wallow in those negative feelings. You can rise above. You can rise above. That's really what it comes down to. But anyway, I digress.
Showing how hard it is and how it's near impossible to live a normal life.
Yeah.
Or even what a burden we are to our caregivers.
Seriously. Seriously. Like, I'm tired of that one too. Like, ooh, like, oof, like, dude. This is also coming from being a big sister towards my brother and my sister, who are on the spectrum as well. Like, my two youngest siblings are on the spectrum as well. Oh, Mermom Hina, hello, hello. Oh, I love the head pats. I love the head pat emotes. Those are so cute. We are talking about when mermaid characters unintentionally represent autism. Yes, this is my more serious stream today. Yes. I'm trying to open up a little bit more about myself on here, and I hope everybody that comes in with an open mind with it. Indeed, indeed. And we're almost done with this video, and then we're going to be covering 2 Disney princesses today that I'm excited for as well. But yeah, like, this is again, this is another narrative that I am tired of, that he just said, was that, oh, like, the representation of the victim narrative. Like, that's one thing I am tired of in media, is seeing, you know, those on the spectrum be in, like, the victim position. And I know a lot of people get tired of that too, because it's just like, just because we think differently does not mean that we can't rise above some of our issues, like, at all, by any means. And honestly, it's more so, like, my BF brought this up the other day, you guys, was that he kind of pointed it out as, you know, there's so many people that are on this spectrum. Why are we not trying to adjust our society, in the sense, like, reforming our society that would be, I don't want to say catering, but more like, I don't know how to word it, like, helpful to those who are on the spectrum. Like, I know we've had some things happen, like, I guess as an example, since I live in Columbus, Ohio, you know, we have at the Columbus Zoo, Sundays they have their quiet hours, where you can come and visit the zoo, like, early in the morning. If you are on the spectrum, for quiet hours, it's not as loud and crowded, if that makes sense. And I know there's other facilities that try to do that as well. But I feel like it also comes down to, like, the bare bones of society with that too. It's like we're learning more as we go along, because I know there's so many people on the internet nowadays that are just like, oh, well, there's a lot of people on the spectrum, or the whole everybody's a little autistic, blah blah blah. It's like, shut up. Like, that's not what I mean. Like, I'm saying, like, we have to understand that why there's so many people popping up on the spectrum is because there's more research being done about it. And that's one reason why I wanted to bring this up as a serious video, because, like, I want to express myself. I want to have fun times on this channel. Of course, I want to still play video games and be goofy and have memes and all that, but I still want to have videos where I'm actually expressing myself and being true to myself and being true to everybody else when it comes to things. And I feel like these videos, when they came across to me last night, it was like it was like light bulb, you know, light bulb on top of the head, like, like, this could be helpful in me expressing how I am as a person, and how I relate to the world around me, and help others understand that as well on my platform. I don't know if how to word that. Oh goodness, my headset turned off. I had it too quiet. There we go. Fixed it. Exactly. There are theories that guys like Charles Darwin, Albert Einstein, and even the creator of Pokemon were on the spectrum, but we'll never know because research wasn't done while they were alive. Exactly. I agree with you, Unknown Apparition. And I also feel like it's also a different experience, in the sense of, like, we have a lot of research done of men on the spectrum. We really do. We have so much research done that has been on a lot of different male subjects, and that's perfectly understandable because of back in the day, you know. But now we are reaching a part in psychology where we're trying to understand the female experience of it. And granted, again, it's everybody's experience is different. We have to respect that, of course. But it's like trying to see the different parallels with it is very interesting to me. And it's also very relatable in a lot of ways. So yes, I welcome everybody in today's stream as like kind of we're having mature discussions, if you will. But anyway, I'm just rambling. Let us continue. Yes. But yes, this is where we left off, was like he discussed of how we have a lot of the victim narrative shown in media that I know a lot of people, including myself, get a little tired of. And so we're going to continue anyway.
Calm her down. One of the reasons I loved the portrayal of Billy in Power Rangers 2017 is
yes.
that his condition was pretty incidental, and he actually gets to be a hero and badass.
Yes! I remember that.
I told you we were superheroes.
We're not all just our condition.
Exactly.
It's nice to see narratives reflecting that, however accidentally.
You're not like most girls around here.
And going back to these
like
mermaid characters,
I'm not meant to be.
All three are defined by how different they are to regular people. And if you know your mermaid mythology, you know that they've historically been portrayed as evil and dangerous, or else bang without shame. Kind of like how people with mental illness or physical disabilities were demonized or used as an attraction for the public.
Exactly! Exactly! Ooh, this one right here. Anyway, continue.
Public to laugh at. But none of these mermaids have to trade in their personalities or change themselves in any significant way. Ariel does not change her mind or behavior, remember? All three mermaids have their personalities validated by the narrative and those around them.
Children got to be free to lead their own lives.
Exactly.
In each movie, their eccentric behavior still attracts friends and admirers, showing them to be just as worthy of love and friendship as anyone else.
Exactly.
You do?
And perhaps the writers who are actually trying to create more representation beyond the token or stereotypes could take a look at Madison, Ariel, or Aqua and take notes on why these characters are so beloved.
Who needs Raymond? I found 2 new men to love. Their names are Ben and Jerry.
Yes!
Until then...
I felt that one in my soul. Don't fault me if I want to eat sailors. It's okay. It's okay. I feel like, again, it comes down to like they're you know, I'm not, how do I put this? I'm not a super feminist, like nobody take it that way by any means. But like I feel like it also comes down to like dudes hold them other dudes accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like don't let your bro go treat your sis like some piece of crap. Like I know you know what I'm talking about. Like I'm not going to get into that serious part of things cuz it also comes down to like again, that's why I feel like I try to be a true neutral as a person, because I'm like I see it from both perspectives. And I feel like that also comes down to being neurodivergent. It's like you get to see, it's like where the masking comes in is kind of where like just from my experience from masking all the time, it's like I've been able to obtain, I guess, the knowledge of seeing it from both sides, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to really word that other than that, you know? And like, dude, like, I won't fault you for that because again, there are some sailors out there that are quite the gentlemen of this world, and I commend them for it. But there are those that are secretly just freaking the demons in disguise, aren't they? No! I did it again! Freaking toggles every time. Every time! I got this. I got this, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. We're almost there. We're almost there. I'm gonna stop it right there. Ben and Jerry's. Yes. Oh, I am good. I wasn't even trying. I wasn't even trying to click back on the exact part that I left off, but I did. Yes. The freaking luck of that. You're welcome, you guys. Just treat people like you want to be treated. One simple phrase is good enough. That's right. That's right. Exactly. And like, again, I just want to be that person that brings everybody together. I've always been trying to be that person that brings everybody together. But I know that because of how harsh my emotions can be to me, like, I have had moments in my life where it just rubs off the wrong way to people, and I feel bad about it sometimes. To stand up for myself when shit happens, you know? But at the same time, like, I have a big heart and I care. Like, you know, it's very hard to be, it's like, it's hard to stand up for myself and then, you know, at the same time, you know, be loving and forgiving sometimes. It's such the struggle. Did you hear the news about Ben and Jerry's? Oh gosh. Do I want to know? Do I want to know? I don't think so. But I love me some Ben and Jerry's. Yes!
Until then,
nom.
you can probably reach me in the pool.
Yeah.
I didn't know you leak when you're happy too.
Oh, my heart! Don't do that to me.
But you see,
oh, wait. Back. Pause. Yes. Wrong one. But that's not the one we're covering next. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, it went to that. But that was that was for the mermaid section there. Again, the people that I am watching today, I will have links in the description below for them. But that was Better with Bob. Yes, with the mermaids. Goodness. But yes, if anybody wants to actually talk to me today, for some reason my YouTube chat is not working correctly. I don't know what's going on. So I guess I just got the Twitch chat to talk to everybody today. Hello, everybody. Hello. How are you all today? Okay. Let's see. Gotcha. Interesting. Okay, I see what you're saying. Goodness. Well, we'll see what happens over that dispute. Yes, indeed. But the next video we're going to be covering now, that once we got through the mermaids there. But yes, that was what I kind of, dude, I just wanted to definitely share that mermaid one with you guys. I really hope you all enjoyed that. But yes, the next one on our list, we have, her name is Toonish. Her channel is named Toonish. Again, will have links in the description. Credit to these people. This one is the next one that we have, another princess that I can relate to. Again, I am such a Disney princess person, you guys. I've always loved Disney princesses. That was a part of my childhood. Oh my goodness, you can ask anybody. You can ask anybody. Why do you gotta do this to me, YouTube, you butthead? Every time I do my damn toggles. Like, stop it! It's okay. But we are going to be covering the next video that I have here, the truth about Belle that everyone seems to miss. Yes. Howdy. Found you through YouTube. Pants shorts. Gotcha. Are you trying to be like, I don't know, like the Flash coming in here? How's it going? The truth? Yes, the truth apparently. It's okay. Again, this is serious discussion video. Everybody just come in with an open mind. Everybody be nice. Everybody be ladies and gentlemen and polite theys and thems. We are having some serious talkies with these videos because I really wanted to express myself on this stream today, you guys. I'm doing my best. This is a very awkward video for me because, again, I know I've been doing a lot of video gaming, a lot of memes, a lot of crazy shite. But at the same time, I want to have like these serious discussions and to express myself as a human being because, you know, that's just who I am. I can't help it. So please, please, everybody be polite. That's all I can say about it. I've been really nervous this entire stream. It's okay. But yes, the next one we have is from Toonish. The truth about Belle that everyone seems to miss. Yes. I'm down for hearing you talk. Awesome. Thanks, you guys. What's there to be nervous about? I don't know. Judgment, people's opinions being thrown at me. Like, dude, I've had some people that I've had to ban before being ignorant towards me. So please, let us all be like open-minded today. I would greatly appreciate it. Love, all the love and peace, man. Anyway, let's go. Love the intro. Yes.
A lot of people feel that Belle is boring. Like, she doesn't really stand out compared to all the other Disney princesses.
Hold on, let me put is there closed captions? Yes, we're gonna do closed captions. For those if you wish to read, make spaghetti, not war. That's right. That's right on this channel. Again, I like these I really liked these videos last night. I really wanted like to express myself today. And I don't know why, I just like, oh, audio is good? Is audio good? Yes, love it, love that. Thank you all for confirming that with me. I haven't had a lot of activity this morning. Like, I had a few people come in, say hello, but it's been a little quiet up until then. But I expect that from Twitch. I usually have like a period of time in the morning when it comes to like Twitch chat being quiet. Just a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with that. I kind of like it slowed down a bit. I don't think I could handle Twitch at night. Everybody be all over the place like, hi! It's all good though. All right, let us go. There, yes. Closed captions. Again, love that intro. Oh my gosh. You did good, girl. Love it. Hello, hello, hello. Yes.
A lot of people feel that Belle is boring. Like, she doesn't really stand out compared to all the other Disney princesses. Some even say that she's one of their least favorites, which honestly surprises me every time I hear it. And while
seriously, like, dude, she's got layers.
I wouldn't say Belle is my favorite Disney princess because, in my opinion, those top spots belong to Cinderella and Princess Tiana. I definitely don't think she's boring, not even a little. I actually think the complete opposite. I think Belle is one of the most quietly complex Disney princesses. There's a subtle depth to her that people tend to overlook because she's not constantly doing something bold or loud. But when you really pay attention to her actions, her mindset, and the way that she carries herself, you start to realize that Belle's strength comes from something deeper. Something more emotional and personal than just adventure and romance. People argue that Belle's story doesn't have much to it and that her character as a whole just isn't interesting. And the common complaint is that all she really does is read. And because of that, she comes off as boring or plain compared to the other Disney princesses. But honestly, I couldn't disagree more. If you take a closer look at her story, her journey, and who she is as a person, Belle is actually a lot more layered than people give her credit for. Personally, I think the fact that she reads is one of the best things about her, as someone who also loves to read. And also, her reading makes perfect sense for her character. In the opening sequence of Beauty and the Beast, we get the musical number titled Belle. And this is our introduction.
Hold on, you guys. For some reason, the rigging is really wonky right now on my thing. Hold on. More layered than an onion. Yes, more layered than an onion. Give me one moment. I'm going to try to close out of VTube Studio and reopen it. So give me one moment, you guys. One moment. Uno momento. Uno momento. We're going to close it out and then try to reopen it because for some reason, like, my facial expressions are just glitchy today. Like, just looking like I'm derping like, hello, world. Why? Why do you do this to me today, VTube Studio? Like, we can do it, nothing to it. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. Okay, you guys, I got this. All right, back to the main. Like Google, recalibrate, recalibrate, recalibrate. Yes. I low-key agree that she was boring, but that's because when I watched the movie, I was like 10 or something. That's fair, that's fair. Again, it's also coming from the sense of maturity with her as well. There's so many different factors with Belle. But anyway, let us continue.
To her world and who she is. In the lyrics, we learn that Belle is stuck in a repetitive routine with the same people, conversations, and places every single day. She literally sings about how predictable her town is and how she craves something more, something new and exciting. And to me, that already shows that she isn't boring. She's honestly just stuck in a boring environment, at least in her eyes. She's surrounded by people.
Dude, that small town life, I tell you, like, oh my god. I lived that life. I've lived that life. Go.
Who are perfectly content with doing the same thing every single day. And women,
like the old same mundane routine.
Women who wouldn't even dream of the kind of adventures that Belle imagines. So really, if we're going to be honest, the village is boring, not Belle. Because at least she's aware of how limited her world is and has the imagination to want something beyond it. And when
I love that song she sings to. Madame Gaston, could you just see it? Madame Gaston, his little wife. No, sir, not me. I guarantee it. Don't mind me, you guys. I'm just being a goofball. Let's go.
She says in a song, there must be more to this provincial life. Many people see that as her feeling like she's better than everyone else around her. But I disagree. I actually see this.
It doesn't mean you're better than everybody else. It just means that you crave a more, you know, interesting life. Like you're open to like discussions, you're open to adventure, you're open to learning different perspectives. Like that's what I see when I see like that thought process that she has. But anyway, let us continue. I, as a kid, expected a bit more flashy of a movie, but that's a kid me talking. I mean, that's also understandable too, because like, dude, I see it in my children as well. Like, there are times like I can get them to watch certain movies, but then I can't get them to sit down to watch other movies because like they've gotten, and I feel like that's also around, it also comes down to what they're used to, like, if that makes sense. Like, dude, they got K-pop Demon Hunter, for crying out loud. Like, it also comes down to what you have been used to getting excited about as a kid as well. So if you're not used to something being slowed down and such, it's very much a struggle when things are slowed down, if that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely understand your point of view with that, for sure. For sure.
Line as a cry for freedom. It shows how deeply unhappy she is with her circumstances of life.
Yes.
So when we see her constantly reading, it's not that she has nothing better to do, but because reading is quite literally the only escape that she has.
Like,
every
it's her
book that Belle
outlet.
picks up helps her experience something new. A different world, a different life, and a different possibility. Through her book, she gets to live out those adventures that her real life doesn't allow her to have. And that honestly makes her so relatable. Who hasn't felt stuck in their routine before? Who hasn't stared into space dreaming about something bigger? To me, that's what Belle represents. The longing for more and the hope that one day it will come. She's not boring. She's a dreamer stuck in a place that doesn't understand her. And that's exactly what the writers were trying to show through her character.
And like at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that feel that way, and which is why I've actually met a lot of women that relate to Belle, and including myself. I've always related to Belle in that sense. Like, she might not be in the top tier of, I mean, dude, she's at least in the top 10 of my, I don't want to say top 10, there's a lot of Disney princesses, but definitely in the top 5 of one of my favorite Disney princesses because of that. Like, it's her sense of adventure, her sense of like dreaming of different things, you know? Anyway.
Aside from her love for reading, Belle continuously does things throughout the movie that completely disproves the boring idea that people have about her. And one of the clearest examples is the way that she handles Gaston, the man every woman in the village wants and every man basically idolizes.
Blech. Dude, you know what? I never liked Gaston. I'm like, every time I saw him, you guys, like, dude, the man has a freaking butt chin, okay? And he's conceited and arrogant as hell. Like, I could not stand him. Such a dick. Like, like, my goodness. Anyway, continue.
Barges into her home uninvited and starts demanding that she marries him. Belle
Yeah.
doesn't freeze up.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm sorry, realistically speaking, like, who the fuck do you think you are coming through that door, coming at me, being like, yeah, you're my wife now. Hell no, sir, you better get the fuck up out of here. I'm getting the chancla, and I'm getting the mace. Like, get the fuck out. Good again. He was so fucking pig-headed. It's like, guys, do not be like Gaston. Do not be like Gaston in that sense. So fucking arrogant, man, I tell you. Ooh. Okay. I got a little heated for that one. It's fine, continue.
Her home uninvited and starts demanding that she marries him. Belle doesn't freeze up. She handles the situation in the most intelligent and graceful way possible. She does.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of like how she was just like so polite about it and just being like, yeah, no, I respectfully decline. Or how'd she do it when she's like standing up against the fucking door, being like, I just don't deserve you. Blah. Like opens the door. Like, no. Like, but to be fair, like, man had her pinned up almost against the door, like trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do. Scary.
Yell or lose her cool, but she stays calm and confident. The entire time he's talking, Belle plays along just enough to make it seem like she's listening to his ridiculous demands. But seriously, in reality, she's leading him step by step straight out the door. She responds to every one of his comments with composure, and by the end of the scene,
I love how she
escorts
handles
him out
it.
of the house and even shuts the door in his face. This whole
scene, just so eloquently. So eloquently, like, bye-bye. And it's funny because there are guys out there that will get so mad about that. Like, they'll get so mad about the girl that's like, I have a boyfriend, I have a boyfriend, I have a boyfriend. I know you want the girl to say no to you. I get that. But it's like, there's so many women out there that are so afraid to be rude or to be impolite in the sense of like when a guy is overstepping their boundaries, man. Like, and I feel like it's also the fact that we just get conditioned into being polite, you know? So like, dude, the way she handles that whole situation is just like, yes, you know? Like, she's still holding herself together. She's not like trying any sort of like bullshit with him. She's just like, get out of here. I respectfully decline. Thank you. Have a nice day. And then the worst part about it is that yes, there are women out there that even when we handle it that way, like, it still could turn into a horrible situation with that, you know? And it's so frustrating. Oh man. Okay. Whew. I'm okay. Deep breaths. Woosah. Go.
Was so satisfying to watch. And I think this scene alone can honestly prove that she isn't boring. She's smart, assertive, and knows exactly what she wants for herself. In a time where almost every other woman in the village would have been honored to be chosen by Gaston, Belle stands her ground and says no.
Like, he had his own fan club. He could have gone to any woman in his own fan club, but he decided to pick the one woman that doesn't like him. Like, why? Dudes, why do you do this? I don't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic at all.
Go. Refuses to settle for a life that doesn't align with her dreams. She could have easily gone along with what everyone else expected of her, but she doesn't. She chooses her own path, even when it makes her stand out and look like the odd one. Seriously. And if we go back to what I mentioned earlier about Belle craving adventure, Mary and Gaston would have completely destroyed that dream. Gaston literally tells Belle that his wife will stay home, raise the children, cook, clean, and rub his feet. Basically living a life that revolves around him.
So wonderful, doesn't it sound? Yes, I totally want to live in a hut with you and have all of your crotch goblins and rub your stinky ass feet. Sounds wonderful. God, why? Ew. Please stop it. It's because of the desire of the unattainable. Yeah, that was the other fact. Like, dude, at the end of the day, Gaston was just like, in and of itself, you guys, Gaston was just kind of objectifying Belle. He was seeing her, he wasn't seeing her as the girl she was, with the emotions, the feelings, the goals, the dreams, the aspirations. He wasn't looking at her. He wasn't looking at her soul. He was looking at her like a freaking trophy, if that makes sense. Which, in and of itself, I'm sorry, that shit's disgusting. That shit's so disgusting, okay? Like, I am not a trophy wife to anybody. I belong to me, you know? Like, if I want to be with a dude, I choose to be with a dude, you know? Like, and that's, again, what it comes down to, is the power of choice, you know? He was looking at the idolized version of herself from his point of view. Exactly. It is the trophy. Whoa, exactly. You know, that's kind of where it is when people... Yeah, when people have it easy, they just get bored, and when a challenge appears, people get obsessed with it. That's it. That's exactly it, my dude. That is exactly it. Because he is a hunter. Oh my god, it all connects. Everybody having this realization in chat, like, yes, I've known this for quite a while, but I was like, dude, how do I present this? And then I came across her video, and I was like, oh my god, she did it so well. I love it. I love her discussions with it. Like again, I love how Toonish does this. Like, I love her videos so far that I've seen. Like, I love it. Again, anyway, I love Gaston so much. He is such a piece of work. Oh, he's so ridiculous, but my goodness, he is such a douche. I swear to God, like, all he needs to do is quit looking at women. Everyone memes on that man. Of course they do, for good reason. Like, again, do not be like this man. He is like the physical representation of toxic masculinity before we even had these kind of bullshit terms. Like, before Disney was, what is it, quote unquote woke. Before they were woke. Like, before they were woke, they were already doing shit, man. Like, this fucking movie was ahead of its time, I'm telling you. Go!
Made it clear that he wouldn't want an equal partner, but someone who would serve him. So if Belle said yes, she would have been giving up everything that makes her who she is.
Exactly.
Her independence, curiosity, and desire for something more. And on top of that,
seriously,
Gaston actually criticizes Belle for reading. He says that it's not right for a woman to read because soon she'll start getting ideas.
Yeah, ideas that are outside of his realm, out of his bubble. That's really what it comes down to. Like, that's the main reason, like, they don't want you to educate yourselves, ladies. That's the only reason certain, like, oh, dude, if any, if a man told me I couldn't read, oh, hell hath no fury. The day a man tells me I'm not allowed to read. Okay. This term, toxic masculinity, is synonymous with pride if we're using non-gendered language. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you. That really kind of comes down to it. Yes. Is like, it really comes down to, like, do not be this person. Do not be this prideful person that does not sit there and recognize other people's boundaries. Because look, even just with this image right here, like, dudes, this is not okay. This has never been okay. This is not okay behavior with any woman, or in general. Ladies, it kind of goes the same way. Don't be cornering your dudes into this kind of position either. Like, it comes down to just, people need to treat people with respect and respect each other's spaces with it. You know what I mean? Like, that, thank you for that. Thank you for the for the comment there. Like, again, I want to have serious discussions. I know I'm being my emotional goofball self, but again, I appreciate those that are giving me the serious comments there. I appreciate you guys for that. It kind of I don't know how to put it. It just kind of wrangles me back in. Like, focus. Let me take a drink of water, you guys. But yeah, like, Thank you. Again, I'm just a goofball on this channel, and when it comes down to it, like, I want to have video games and good times and fun, but at the same time, I want to actually open up as myself as a person. I'm trying today. Hydrate, yes. Hydration. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, either or, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're man, woman, they, them. Like, this kind of behavior towards another human being, like cornering them up against a wall, is never okay. Things like this are not okay. You know, you have to respect, like, another person's boundaries. And that just comes down to, like, just being a cordial human being. Like, shit, I don't know how to word that. Okay, go.
And it's a perfect example of why Belle will never fit into his world.
Exactly.
He's not just arrogant, but he's also threatened by intelligence.
Yes, and dude, any person that is threatened by you being an intelligent human being and educating yourself and learning new skills and having interests, no, run away from them. Run away from them. Like, dude, I heard about the, what was it? Like, I don't want to bring it, like, I don't want to, I know there's so many people that have blown it up on the internet already. The Mizkif and Emaru situation, like, I've been watching that, I've been keeping track of things, like, I really have, and, like, honestly, that is a good example of that, you know? Like, like, even with me and my BF, we've had these discussions about it too, because we both kind of kept up with it. We watched some of the videos, we heard from his point of view, we heard from her point of view, etc., etc. All the BS and crap, right? And if you don't know about it, you guys can look up it yourself, but that's definitely a good example of things. Like, he was telling her to stop posting videos and things like that. Oh, and then I love the comparison when he was just like, oh, she threw plushies at me and I punched holes in the wall. It's like, ah, yes, such a wonderful... Like, what? What kind of fucking comparison is that? She threw plushies at me. Oh my goodness, poor Boo fucking Who, man. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And there was such dude, his response cracked me up. There was so much deflection. There was so much deflection. Like, I was like, I could see through all of that. Like, I've been through how dare throwing plushies. Like, I feel bad for the plushies. I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad for the plushies. But still, you know, if you want to watch those videos, go ahead. But that's just a perfect example of it. Like, me and my BF had those discussions, and it's like, dude, the way he sees it is like, apparently, I guess, like, I think according to, like, the videos, like, Mizkif has a problem with people being better than him. Like, he gets jealous of that. So he was getting jealous of her getting bigger, which I was like, really? Are you serious right now, dude? And, like, me and my BF had that discussion, and he was just like, dude, if you become more successful than me and end up making bank, that just means I get to be stay-at-home husband. What are you talking about? I was like, right though. I'm like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Y'all could be just taking care of each other. Like, what are you talking about? He was threatened by the success of his partner because he wanted a subordinate, not a relationship. He's the symbol of narcissism. Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you, Plastic Container. I agree. I love that name for you. I have to ask, if you don't mind, what was the inspiration for that name? Sounds great. I love it. But, like, again, that's a perfect example of it. Like, dude, I know that the internet is filled with a lot of, like, people that are very, like, how do I put it, narcissistic. And I have to, like, this is kind of also the video of, like, or the stream of, like, where I'm like, I want to stand my ground as a person and be like, have like a window of where I can express myself with people in a mature way, you know? LMAO, that sounded like a crazy person talking. Like, seriously, it did. Like, he kept deflecting on so many different things with it, and then being like, oh, well, she did this with her rabbits, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, what does that have to do with your behavior towards her? Like, I was so confused with all of it, you know? I didn't know what to call myself, looked around my kitchen and saw a Tupperware. Right? Like, seriously, it was so, it felt, dude, I'm sorry, but it sounded so scripted. It sounded so scripted. Like, don't you dare with me, dude. Like, I know I am not very good at communicating sometimes, and sometimes I stutter over my words, and sometimes I derp and things like that, but I try to get my point across when I'm having like discussions in my videos. And I know I'm a yapper. I am such a yapper. I am such a rambler, but I don't care. At the end of the day, like, I want to make sure that the people that I'm bringing in to my fandom, or being like, you know, like in my fandom, like I want to express, like, always treat people with love and kindness, respect, empathy, no matter what, like the best of your abilities, you know, no matter where that person comes from. Like it really just comes down to, like, I hate to say it, I'm gonna get a little religious when I say it, but love thy neighbor as thyself. It doesn't matter what your neighbor is. Seriously. I haven't kept up with streamers drama, so I'm out of the loop. I get some stuff here and there on Twitter, though. Okay, so again, hold on, give me a sec. To sum it up, my dude, there were 2 streamers on Twitch. One of them was, it was a very, how do I put it, like a domestic situation, if you ask me. Basically, 2 VTubers are kind of, or not VTubers, they're YouTube, or not YouTubers, streamers, Twitch streamers, live Twitch streamers that are pointing fingers at each other right now, and like they have their video. Oh yes. Yeah, it's a long story. It's a very long story. I don't want to get into all that, but you know, you can definitely, yeah, you get the gist. Like, it comes down to, like, in any relationship situation, it shouldn't be one above the other by any means. If you are in a relationship with somebody, that person is your equal. That person is your equal, and you must help them. Like, dude, it also comes down to, like, when me and my BF got together, we knew what our handicaps were, and we knew what baggage we both had that was brought to the table. Because I know, oh, that was a big discussion at one point. What do you bring to the table? I can tell you exactly what I bring to the table. I bring problem solving skills. I bring compassion. I bring empathy to the table. I bring standard set of care. I have cooking skills. I have cleaning skills. I have skills that pertain to learning new things. I'm open and willing to learn new things. Like, I can at least put those things in my mindset of being like what I bring to the table. And my BF, he brings a lot to the table. He brings financial stability to the table right now, because right now we are struggling as a couple and trying to take care of our 2 kids. He brings so much to the table. He is also kind and considerate and compassionate and understanding. Like, there are moments, like, dude, he is the calm to my storm sometimes, if that makes sense. And that's okay. Like, when you are in a relationship with another human being, no matter what the gender is, you both should come in trying to be more of a united force with each other, instead of, like, it's kind of like the old saying, like, you bring more fly you gather more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. I guess, I don't know how to put that, but that's a very old saying. But it also kind of pertains to a lot of things. Like, you can't approach everything negatively in a relationship either. You have to understand from your partner's point of view of how they might be viewing a situation. And that's what I try to do when it comes to my BF. And the same goes vice versa, you know? You catch more flies with honey than you do with bad breath. Facts. That too. Take care of your hygiene. That's another one. My goodness. But we're not going to get into all that right now. I think that's the Origins quote. Gotcha. Fair. But yes, let us continue. I got a little off topic, but yes, oh my goodness. Back to this. He's arrogant, but he's also threatened by intelligence. Yes. Do not be around these people. Man, woman, I don't care. They, them. If they are threatened by you learning new things, that is automatically a red flag. Anyway, let us go.
He doesn't want a woman who thinks for herself or dreams beyond her small town life. He wants someone that stays ignorant to the possibilities that exist beyond her little village. But
Yes.
Belle has already outgrown that mindset. So
Yes.
when people say that Belle is boring, I honestly don't see how. In my opinion, if she were boring, she would have married Gaston, lived the same repetitive life as everyone else in the village, and given up her own dreams just to please others. But instead, she stands firm in who she is and what she wants. And of course, she didn't want to marry Gaston for a lot of other reasons, but for the sake of this video, I only provided that one example. I also think that Belle's overall journey is really interesting. From the moment her story begins,
I love how she put the one example, like, he tries to unalive the beast. Like, legit, the man is a monster on that note. Like, it's like the beast just looks like a monster. Gaston is a monster on the inside. That's the scary monsters. Those are the scariest monsters. The ones that look pretty. Go away.
She shows so much courage and determination, which are qualities that are the complete opposite of boring. When Belle discovers that her father didn't return home with their horse, she doesn't just sit around waiting for someone else to help. She doesn't admit defeat. Instead, without any hesitation, she takes action. She jumps onto the horse and rides into the unknown completely alone, not knowing what dangers might be waiting for her or how long the journey could take. And that's such an underrated moment of her bravery. The forest was dark and cold, terrifying, and filled with wolves and danger in every corner. But Belle didn't let that stop her. Her love for her father outweighs the fear of the unknown. And when she finally finds her father's hat laying in the snow outside of the beast's castle, she doesn't just take it as a warning and turn around, but instead she goes into the castle alone. She doesn't.
Yes, like again, I love it. I love it because this is who I am when it comes to my family, I tell you.
Doesn't know what kind of creature or danger she's walking into, but she's determined to find her dad and bring him back home.
Yes.
That moment shows exactly what kind of person Belle is. She's brave, loyal, and selfless. And then when she finally finds her father locked in a cold, dark cell, and also meets the beast for the very first time, she's faced with an impossible choice. The beast is intimidating and cruel, and any reasonable person would have been terrified. But Belle doesn't run away. She sacrifices herself, trading her own freedom for her father's. And she volunteers to take his place and stay in the castle as the beast's prisoner.
And that's what cracks me up, is like, this woman, she chose this. That's the thing. She chose this to save her father. And people want to sit there and say, oh, Disney princesses are weak. Disney princesses are horrible examples for girls. And shut up. Like, dude. Like, in a realistic sense, like, dude, I would walk through hellfire for my family and my friends and people I love. Like, again, this is why I like Disney princesses. God, I'm so derpy this morning. Anyway, go.
I don't think that's something a boring person would do. That's
Seriously.
something a deeply compassionate and brave person would do. And even after becoming the beast's prisoner, Belle doesn't lose her sense of curiosity or her need for adventure. She could have easily sat in her room, miserable and hopeless, but that's not in her nature. And despite being told that she wasn't allowed to explore certain parts of the castle, she still does.
Yes.
Because, like I said throughout this entire video, Belle craves adventure.
Adventure. Adventure time. Come on, grab your friends.
Even though her situation is scary and completely out of her control, she finds a way to make something of it. And in doing so, she ends up discovering a new world, new friends, and even a new side of the beast himself. This unexpected journey that started from the love of her father ends up completely transforming her life. It leads her to see beyond appearances, to form genuine connection, and eventually to fall in love. And honestly, in my opinion, that whole arc is far from boring. It's one
Seriously, like, dude, it's also a learning experience for both of them. It's not just her and her sense of adventure. It's also about him. Like, dudes, like, I feel like he is, like, the perfect example of, like, dudes that feel like they can't, like, you know, how do I put it? Like, I know that there is right now currently going on like a male loneliness epidemic, right? There is a big topic of discussion with that. Of course there is. Like, I feel like the Beast is a quite of an example of how someone can go from loneliness and being like a quote on shut-in to learning how to not only have love and compassion for other people, but also understanding like they themselves can rise above and become a better person for themselves. You know, like I want my dudes out there that watch me to understand, like, I see you guys. I do see you guys, and I hope that maybe that I can help in that sense. I don't know. Because that is an issue as well. It's not just like the ladies going through issues with their things. It's also the dudes that are going through issues with their things as well. Like, honestly, like, God. Like, it's like, I'm just the mama here that wants to help everybody. I just want to bring everybody together. Oh, it's okay. Go.
Emotionally rich and courageous character journeys that Disney has ever shown. At the end of the movie, when Belle finally returns home to her new sick and now lonely father, she performs one last act of courage that really brings this entire journey full circle. Even after everything she's been through, she still puts her loved ones first. When the townspeople and Gaston try to have her father taken to an asylum, Belle doesn't back down. Despite everyone laughing at him and calling him crazy, she stands up in front of the entire village and defends him. And this is where Belle's bravery shines through once again. She knows exactly what she's risking by speaking up.
Seriously, like, dude, this is me. This is me all the time with things sometimes when I speak my mind. I know it's gonna upset people. I know it's gonna make people upset and angry. But at the same time, it's like, if I don't speak up for myself on this platform, then where am I going to speak up for myself anyway? You know? Like, I feel like it's one of those things that I struggle with as being autistic and being neurodivergent and struggling to communicate with human beings in general. But like, that's one thing that I've always admired about Belle's character is like, dude, do you know how I know everybody with public speaking understands this. People that are afraid of public speaking, you know the feeling of having to stand up for yourself in the middle of a raging village with pitchforks and fire. Like, dude, she's got, dude, when they say she's got the balls, she's got the balls. Go. Yes, all the Disney princessness all day.
She knows that mentioning the beast, the very creature that everyone believes is just a figment of her father's imagination, can make her look just as crazy in their eyes. But she speaks up anyway. She pleads with them to believe her and shows them the beast and the enchanted mirror as proof. That moment is so powerful because it shows that Belle values truth and love over her own reputation. And when Gaston tries to turn the crowd against her and paint the beast as a monster, Belle doesn't stay silent. She confidently tells Gaston that the beast isn't a monster, but he is. Belle isn't afraid to call out cruelty. She never has been. Even when she's standing alone against an entire village. And then when she races back to the castle and finds the beast and Gaston fighting in the rain, she doesn't hesitate to put herself in danger once again. When Gaston falls to his death, Belle puts her life at risk to save the beast. It's another selfless act, a moment that proves that her love isn't passive or quiet.
Because, dude, she could have grabbed onto that beast grabbed onto the beast, and the beast could have fell off the castle. They just would have went toppling together. Like, yep, like, this is how we die today. This is how we get unalived. Like, I'm telling you, like, dude, like, people don't need to quit underestimating princesses.
Active and brave. She's willing to risk everything for the people that she cares about. And ultimately, it's that same love that saves the beast's life and breaks the curse, transforming him back into the prince that he truly is. It's not just a magical ending, but a reflection of Belle's strength. Her compassion and courage change not only the beast, but everyone around her. Belle's story in The Beauty and the Beast isn't boring. It's a story about adventure, self-discovery, and choosing love and integrity over fear and conformity.
Exactly.
So no, in my opinion, Belle is not boring. Not even close.
Yes.
She's creative, adventurous, courageous, curious, selfless, and honestly a hero in her own right. She might not be the flashiest princess, but she's one of the most genuine and quietly powerful ones that Disney has ever. Most genuine,
hold on.
Hero in her own.
Hold on.
Courageous, curious, selfless, and honestly a hero in her own right.
Dude, oh my god, when I was a child, I wanted this dress. I wanted this dress all day. I wanted this dress. This is actually, dude, this is the reason why I love dresses that are like ball gown with off the shoulder. I have always loved those type of dresses. They are like my favorite type of dresses. I don't know why. Like, if you give me a dress with a nice A-line ball gown skirt and then like the off the shoulder, just like, oof, I feel so dainty and elegant and beautiful. Yes. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'm being distracted. Anyway, conclusion of this video.
She might not be the flashiest princess, but she's one of the most genuine and quietly powerful ones that Disney has ever created.
Yes.
So I want to end this video asking your thoughts. Do you believe Belle is boring?
I'm gonna go.
Yes. Oh, hi. Speaking of Emaru, hello. Hi, how are you? Be gone for a moment, my dear. Sorry, I wasn't trying to click on you. Like, speak of the devil. I don't think she's a devil. Nobody take it that way, my goodness. Speak of the angel. Yes. Oh goodness. Okay. That was with Belle, definitely. Honestly, again, another princess that she is just a normal person. Exactly. That's kind of what it comes down to. And I know that a lot of people like are just like, "Oh, is that why she's boring?" No. Just because you're a normal person in the day-to-day life does not make you like a boring person, and a very independent one. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you very much for that, Leo74. I appreciate that. I appreciate those comments. All right, the next one we have is also from Toonish, and this I'm excited for this one because this princess, we all know who she is. Look at her in her gloriousness with her lovely glass slipper. She is one of the most underrated Disney princesses of all time. Overrated, underrated in a lot of senses. More so overrated. There's a lot of people that love her. Yes. Yes. Cinderella or Cinderella. What? Like her being just a normal person with a normal background makes it more relatable. Exactly. That's kind of the point of it. And it creates in the sense like we all understand nowadays as us as adults, you know, when you're a child it's kind of frustrating because you have the more outlandish like imaginations out there with things. Like your life does not have to be super glamorous for you to become an amazing glamorous person. Like it makes it relatable in that sense. Like, you know, no Beauty and the Beast or Snow White. No, Beauty and the Beast or Snow White. I don't know if she's covered Snow White on her channel. But again, I'm putting links in the description for people to go and explore more of Toonish's channel. She's got quite a few things that have to do with like Disney and a few other different types of cartoons. Again, I find them very insightful, in fact. I thought these were very interesting and wanted to share with everybody today. But yes, links are going to be in the description for her channel, and then of course in the beginning with Better with Bob. Yes, they both had very interesting channels that cover a lot of that. Also, hello, Mama. Oh, hello. Yes, Dragon Slayer. Yes, I saw you. Hello. I'm trying to open up more about myself with things, and I'm going over some of the interesting things I came across last night, actually. It was kind of like a light bulb. I'm like, I've been having a hard time expressing who I am as a person on here. And don't get me wrong, I love my video games, I love my memes, I love my good times, but I want to have a few streams where yes, I can have like I can express some of my interests and have some serious topics. Yes. And we covered mermaids being the unintentional symptom or symbol of autism. We covered Belle and how she is relatable as a person and how she has layers and she's not a boring princess. And now we are going to cover Toonish why Cinderella is one of the best Disney princesses and is actually kind of, it's overrated but underrated at the same time, if that makes sense. Also hearing some inputs of someone who is passionate about is really interesting. Oh, okay. Thank you. I hope that maybe I give you guys some insight too. Again, I've always been the Disney princess kid. I always have been, and I want to do more things on my channel that pertain to who I am as a person. That way I can also draw in my crowd of people that also have those same interests. I also want to eventually, I think Disney Dreamlight Valley has a streamer friendly mode, so I might be trying to get that game in the future for you guys and for myself. Indeed, I was definitely a Disney kid growing up. Gotta get up, but you have fun. Thanks, my dude. Thank you so much. It's interesting to hear you talk about things. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like gun people that somehow can tell you a frick ton of dumb facts about a pistol from 1912. Yes, I can tell you about all the Disney princesses, just like that person that can tell you things all about like the thing and the thing and the thing. Just me being neurodivergent with my fixations. Yes. All right, you guys, let us cover this. Why Cinderella is one of the best Disney princesses. Cinderella video essay by Toonish. Let's go, you guys.
I have the other slipper.
I love you nonetheless, no matter what. Oh, my bad. I love you nonetheless, no matter what your interests are. Aw, thanks. I appreciate it. Give me one moment. I need a sip of my water, and my headset turned off again. What the hell? It's like I talk for too long and it's too quiet, and then like my headset's like, oh, I'm not hearing any noise. Anyway, shuts off. Just auto shuts off on me. Okay, can we hear things?
You see,
yes.
I have the other slipper.
Love the intro too. Yeah. Yes.
When people are asked who their favorite Disney princess is, Cinderella usually isn't the first name that comes up.
Yep.
Sure, there are some people who might have her ranked higher than others, but let's be real. When it comes to fan favorite, she's often overshadowed by princesses like Ariel, Mulan, or even the newer ones like Rapunzel and Tiana. But for me,
you just named like at least 3 of those that are my faves. I love Rapunzel too. Like I love how bubbly she is. And Mulan, yes, we gotta love Mulan up in here. She's strong girl. She is definitely strong girl all day. Like, dude, Mulan was even popular amongst the boys when I was growing up. Like, dude, she's the goat. She's the goat. Let's go.
It's a different story. When I think about my favorite Disney princesses, Cinderella is always near the top of my list. Now, part of that might be nostalgia. Growing up, Cinderella was the only Disney Princess DVD that I had, so it was constantly playing in my house.
Dude, it was too in my house because my mom's favorite princess was actually, ironically, Cinderella. Like, my mom's favorite, my sister's favorite, and even, like, one of my cousin's favorites. She actually does have her own little following of amongst a lot of girls, okay? Like, but it definitely wasn't me, but I definitely respect it more now as an adult than I did as a kid, if that makes sense. And we're gonna get into that with this video, so yes. Let's go.
When The Princess and the Frog came out in 2009, I was already 8 years old. By that time, Cinderella had already secured her spot in my heart. But it's more than just childhood memories. Even now, whenever I rewatch Cinderella, it gives me this warm, comforting feeling.
Yes.
There's just something about it that makes me feel happy every time. And yeah, I feel like Cinderella doesn't get the love she deserves.
Exactly.
A lot of people see her as boring, weak, or just not as interesting as the other princesses. But I completely disagree with that. I think every Disney princess has their own strengths, and Cinderella is no exception. So in this video, I want to break down why I think Cinderella is one of the best Disney princesses, at least in my opinion. And if you're someone who overlooked her, maybe after this video, you'll see her in a new light. And also, I'm not saying she's the best Disney princess of all time. Honestly, at least for me, it's way too hard to pick just one.
Exactly.
But she's definitely up there for me.
Dude, there's so many Disney princesses that are my favorites. Like, I love them. I love them. I love them.
And by the end of this video, maybe she'll be a little higher on your list as well. When watching the first Cinderella, we learned that her father was a widow raising her alone. He provided for her in every way he could, ensuring that she had a comfortable life filled with material things. But despite all that he gave her, he believed that what she truly needed was a mother. That belief led him to marry Lady Tremaine. Now, some might argue that he should have been more cautious before bringing her into their lives, perhaps taking more time to truly understand her character and whether she had good intentions. But even if he had done that, it's entirely possible that Lady Tremaine was simply hiding her true nature.
Seriously, like, she is very manipulative. She is very manipulative. And one thing, I'm gonna say this real quick, one thing that I never understood about Lady Tremaine was, like, you just like I don't know, maybe this is because I am now a stepmother myself, technically. I mean, I'm not married to my boyfriend or anything. I mean, but I am also like, she's my bonus daughter, his daughter is. And it's so frustrating because I'm like, dude, when I look back at the story of Cinderella in itself, it's like, yes, you lost a husband in this situation, but you gained a third daughter out of it. Like, she could have been, dude, she could have been dressing up Cinderella with her other daughters, man. I swear to God, it was like her jealousy got in the way of that. Dude, I'm telling you, if I was Lady Tremaine, I would have been like, look at this, you guys. We're taking you and getting you, all three of you, getting your hair did. You're getting pretty dresses. Look, you guys, I have Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you for that. Yes, like, dude, I would have had Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup if I was Lady Tremaine. Like, I don't know why she had to do that to her. She did Cinderella dirty. Like, my goodness. I would have treated that child. Thank you for that. Dude, that just, like, motivated me 10 times more today. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yo.
People can be deceptive, especially when they have something to gain. She might have carefully presented herself as the perfect wife and mother, convincing him that she would love and care for Cinderella as her own. I do believe that in his heart, Cinderella's father thought that he was doing the right thing. I think he would have been devastated to see how Lady Tremaine truly treated Cinderella once he was gone.
Seriously.
As for Lady Tremaine, I think her hatred for Cinderella stemmed from jealousy.
It
She
is.
envied the love that Cinderella's father had for her, a love that she and her daughters never received. Cinderella had a beautiful life while her father was alive, and I believe Lady Tremaine wanted that life for herself and her own children. With that in mind, I don't think she married Cinderella's father out of love. I think she saw an opportunity for status and security, and
dude, she did it for money. She did it for flipping money. That's all, dude. Lady Tremaine was the OG gold digger. That's what she was.
Took it. It was even mentioned in the first movie that Lady Tremaine was jealous of Cinderella's beauty, often comparing her to her own children. That jealousy
which was absolutely horrendous. Again, like, I wouldn't have done this, you guys. I'm telling you, like, this is the main reason I try to do my damnedest to treat both of my daughters equally, you know? Like, it's like my kid and my bonus kid. That's right, man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's like just throwing me into trauma today. Yay!
Likely a driving force behind why she treated Cinderella so cruelly. Instead of encouraging Drizella and Anastasia to do better, she trained them to bring Cinderella down.
Seriously, like, she made them into bullies.
Insecurities onto them, and in turn, they took it out on Cinderella. Despite all of this, Lady Tremaine is often overlooked as a Disney villain. She doesn't have magic or supernatural abilities like most other Disney villains, at least not in the first movie. And I think that's why people tend to dismiss how terrifying she really is. But her power lies in something far more sinister: manipulation.
Like, dude, like, legit classified narcissism. Narcissism and manipulation are a horrible cocktail mix. It really is. Like, horrible, deadly cocktail mix of crap.
She doesn't need spells or curses to control people. She does it through psychological abuse. She tries to mentally break Cinderella down, stripping away her confidence, her hope, and any sense of self-worth she has.
Oh my god, this whole scene when, like, they rip her apart, when they rip the dress apart and stuff, always broke my heart as a kid. It always broke my heart, but, like, at the same time, to me, this is, like, the perfect example of how people can be towards each other, and it's so, like, disheartening. Like, no.
And that type of evil is very real. It exists in a real world. That's what makes Lady Tremaine a standout villain to me. She reflects the kind of emotional and psychological abuse that actual people go through. Another Disney villain who operates in a similar way is Mother Gothel from Tangled.
Yes, this is another example. Like, She did like she did the more of the mean girl stuff towards her. Like when they stand up in the mirror and she's just like, I see a beautiful, intelligent young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. Like rude, just so rude. Like the back ass compliments from her towards her. Like it was so horrible. Like oof. Gives dude, it's like that shit always gives me the ick. Always gives me the ick. Like just treat people with love.
She doesn't have magical abilities beyond using Rapunzel's hair, but she's a master manipulator. She isolates Rapunzel and convinces her that the outside world is too dangerous, making her feel helpless and dependent.
And that's the sad part of it too. Like that's where I try to find balance as a parent. Like yes, I want to protect my children from horrible things in the world, but I can't be unrealistic about things, and I can't sit there and doom everything either, because it's like, dude, I can't tell you like how many times my mom and my grandma both, like I'm telling you, I grew up in like how do I put it? Is it called misandryism? I think, where it's like it's the opposite of misogyny, I guess. I don't know how to put that, but like I grew up with that. I heard I literally would hear on a daily basis, like from my grandmother. She'd be like, "Oh, men are male chauvinist pigs." Meanwhile, my grandfather just be sitting there in the corner minding his own business, watching TV. Watching his wrestling and his cartoons, like not even hurting nobody. My grandma sitting over there, men are male chauvinist pigs, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Grandma, calm down. Like, you're married to a good man. What are you talking about right now? But it's like I feel like she wasn't trying to refer to my grandfather in that sense. I think she was trying to refer to other men in that sense, but it was still wrong on so many levels. I'm like, not all dudes are like that. Like, what the hell, woman? And I feel like it was her trying to, like, I don't know, fear monger me into not dating or something, maybe. I don't know. Like, it was like my grandmother and my mom had the best intentions, but it was like the way that they would present it to me. It's like, you got to understand as a parent, your child is very impressionable and are going to take everything you say and do to heart. So it's like, I try to sit there and try to find that balance with my daughters and being like, yeah, there are people in the world that will try to take advantage of you, that will try to do these things and stuff like that. But you have to sit there. It's like, it was probably advice for you to be careful. Exactly. That's kind of what it comes down to. Like, I interpret it as that now, growing up. Like, I interpret it as them trying to, like, it was a little aggressive, but yeah, exactly. Like, that's where I have to sit there and be like, no, I'm not going to approach it in that way with my daughters. Like, yes, I want my daughters to take care of themselves. Yes, I want my daughters to understand that yes, there are horrible people in the world that yes will take advantage of you for you having emotions, but you have to differentiate between like I want them to, like, I always tell them, regardless, like I've even had moments where if I've gotten too angry with my daughters, like my eldest now, there are times like she'll get into her boo-hooey, like she's very much waterworks crocodile tears. And even there are moments like if I notice that I overstep my bound with something, I'll look at her and I'll just be like, I'm sorry, Goobies, do you need some space? I can give you some space. We can come back and talk about this later. You know, like if you need a moment to calm down, mommy will go away and calm down too. We'll just ooh-saw and come back and have a discussion. And that's what I want to emphasize with parents. Like sometimes that's just what you need to, like, giving your kids space is not a bad thing, but at the same time it's like trying to find that balance between making sure that they're protected and safe to, you know, being reasonable and understanding towards their feelings and their boundaries of the situations, you know, that you experience with them growing up, you know. So anyway, I just went rambling again. I care about these things, you guys, I really do.
Lady Tremaine does the same thing to Cinderella. She traps her in a life of abuse and isolation, ensuring that she has no means of escape or self-sufficiency. That level of control is terrifying because it's so real.
It is so real because these parents, I'm telling you, narcissistic parents are the worst with this. Like, they will make their child so helpless, not teach them a damn thing. Like, dude, my 10-year-old knows how to cook. My 10-year-old knows how to freaking cook for herself. She can cook quesadillas. She can cook mac and cheese. She can do ramen noodles. And we're still learning how to cook. Like, there are some parents out there that don't even teach their kids how to freaking cook, man. I tell you. Like, I'm telling you. Sometimes you have to let the line loose and give them some space. Exactly. And that's the one problem that I've noticed with narcissistic parents. They very much hover to the point where I can see where those types of children, like, dude, this is the reason why I allow teens in my discussions with things, because I want to make sure that I have an open space for age ranges from different backgrounds, from different age ranges, because I understand that not every child is coming from a good and loving household, if that makes sense. And that's why why I've been trying to emphasize on my platform, yeah, I don't mind the 17-year-old coming into chat and talking with me, because I'm gonna just sit there and have a real discussion with them and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing today? Are you doing okay? Are you eating? Are you drinking water? Things like that. That's my almost 30-year-old talking. It's okay, my dude. Again, like, that's kind of why I've been trying to keep it in that age range of like teens to adults, because yes, we'll have mature, like, adult discussions here. Of course we will, because whatever, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Sure I am. But then at the same time, I know there's kids out there that are probably just on the internet wanting to have a space that they feel safe in, if that makes sense. Like, I know that I have some teens watching me in that sense, and that's okay, but anyway, I'm just rambling and derping this morning. Goodness gracious, it's almost noon. I just realized that. It's okay. I'm a yapper, you guys. Let's go.
Cinderella's father passed away. Lady Tremaine and her daughter spent years emotionally and verbally abusing her.
Seriously, which was unnecessary.
Forcing her into a role of a servant. And yet, through it all, Cinderella remained kind. The one time she had a chance to do something for herself was when the king invited every eligible woman in the kingdom to the royal ball. For Cinderella, this was a rare opportunity, a moment where, just for a night, she could experience life outside of her stepmother's control. And Lady Tremaine, being the manipulative person she is, saw just how much Cinderella wanted to go. She dangled that hope in front of her, making her believe it was possible, only to rip it away at the last moment in the most humiliating way possible. Lady Tremaine
again, that part always freaking breaks my heart. Like, why did you even have to do that? You could have had Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. You didn't have to, like, tear down, like, the child just because she wasn't related to you. Like, old crone. Goodness.
So Cinderella, she can go to the ball if she finished all of her chores. But let's not forget, earlier that day, Lady Tremaine had already doubled her workload, making it nearly impossible to complete everything in time.
Just being like, oh yes, you can go to the ball. Meanwhile, here's 5 million more chores for you to fucking do. Like, thanks, Mom. Beesh.
Then, as Cinderella worked tirelessly, she added even more tasks on top of that. Even so, Cinderella pushed through. She remained hopeful, believing that if she finished...
Oh, I love this part in the movie. I can sing this part really well when they're practicing. When they're practicing, what is the song? Oh, yes. Oh, sing, sweet nightingale, sing, sweet nightingale. Ah, ah. I love that song. I love when she sings that song and she's sitting there and just cleaning and singing to herself. I'm like, yep, that is me, you guys, all day. hello, Sushi Sophie. How are you this day? This is one of my more serious videos that I'm actually kind of doing today. I got inspired last night, and I've been going down the list of princesses, mermaids, and neurodivergence. Just somewhat serious discussions. Like, I just would appreciate everybody. Again, everybody's been pretty nice coming in, just having an open mind about it. I really appreciate it. I do, you guys, having these serious discussions, because I do want to open up a little more about myself here and there, and this is definitely one of those streams for today. I've been nervous all my stream most of the time because of judgments. It's fine. That's my own anxiety. It's fine. But it seems everybody's been having a good time with it. And again, I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the maturity. Again, I'm an adult. And in this one we are covering right now, this is my last video of the stream, why Cinderella is one of the best Disney princesses, and we're going over that because a lot of people underestimate Cinderella in a lot of ways. Like, honestly, Cinderella definitely teaches, at its core, in my opinion, resilience, very much so. Anyway, let us continue.
She would finally get to experience something joyful for once. And last on top of that. Even so, Cinderella pushed through. She remained hopeful, believing that if she finished, she would finally get to experience something joyful for once. And Lady Tremaine let her hold on to that hope. She watched as Cinderella got dressed, allowed her to feel excitement, and let her believe that for the first time in years, she was going to be treated like an equal. Then, in an instant, she destroyed her. Yeah. She didn't even have to lay a finger on Cinderella herself. She just gave a subtle nod to Gisela.
Literally, power of manipulation here. Like, this is the dark side of manipulation at its finest. Anyway.
Anastasia, and they tore Cinderella's dress apart, shredding what was likely one of the last things she had to remember her mother by. And they didn't just ruin the dress, they shattered Cinderella's spirit. This scene was heartbreaking to watch because for the first time, we see Cinderella truly break. Up until that moment, she endured everything with a...
Like, dude, that scene in itself, like I said, it just kind of... Dude, it's kind of scarred me a bit as a kid because of how ass backwards it was. It's like you truly see, like, the art of like narcissism in that scene, because it's like all friendly, like, oh, look at this, look at your beautiful dress, but look at these beads, oh, look, Drizella, look at these beads, and that just fires off everything, just triggers everything, even though literally moments prior to that scene, Drizella was throwing those beads away, being like, oh, they're trash. And then, like, Anastasia with the fabric that was put on the dress being like, I don't want this sash no more. Like, they were throwing shit in the trash. They were throwing that shit in the trash, and they got mad because she took their trash. I was like, that is so wrong on so many fucking levels. So many levels. Oh, again, you just see the art of manipulation at its finest in that scene. It's so heartbreaking. Anyway,
resilience. But this was the moment that pushed her past her limit. A lot of people wonder why Cinderella didn't just fight back, but not everyone who is abused responds with physical resistance.
Seriously,
that doesn't make them weak. Cinderella isn't a fighter in a traditional sense.
Like, dude, if somebody came up to me and started ripping my dress, like, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, before I would start, like, ready to throw hands, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'd be pissed.
But that doesn't mean she isn't strong. Her strength lies in her kindness, her resilience, and her ability to remain hopeful despite everything she's been through. That's the kind of strength that often goes unrecognized. And yes, she had moments of sadness. She cried and she broke down, but honestly, who wouldn't? What makes her even more remarkable is that after it all, she never became bitter. She never lost sight of who she was. And that's what makes the moment that she gets to go to the ball even more rewarding. People love to say that Cinderella needed a man to save her, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. At no point did she complain to Prince Charming about her life.
Dude, realistically speaking, she was also probably thinking about it in the sense of like, oh, you know, she just wanted a night of dancing and fun. That's all she wanted out of this, really. She just wanted to have a good time. And then, like, also it comes down to, she probably thought about it in the realistic sense. Oh, Lady Tremaine and her her daughters will probably go to the ball, they'll find somebody, get married, and move away or something, and then she'd have her house back. Like, in a realistic sense, like, that's how I would have probably looked at it. Been like, oh yes, they go marry off to some rich dude and I can maybe finally have my house back. Like, bye. You know? Like, because that's how it was back in those days. The moment you married, like, if you were a woman, the moment you married a nobleman, like, you moved into his home, you moved into his life. You know, you had your own set of chambers, if you will. Like, that's just literally how it was in that sense, in that time period. So, like, she probably wasn't even thinking about it in that sense, realistically speaking. Anyway,
she didn't pour out her trauma or beg for him to take her away. She didn't.
She just had fun.
She wasn't one of the women lining up desperate to be noticed by the prince. She
Seriously.
wasn't looking for a savior. She just wanted one night of freedom, one night where she can experience happiness on her own terms, and that's exactly what she got. She didn't go to the ball searching for love, and neither did the prince. In fact, it was the king that was frustrated that the prince hadn't found love and orchestrated the ball as a way to push him towards marriage. The entire event was set up to force the prince into choosing a wife. But when he met Cinderella, it wasn't about obligation. It was about a genuine connection. They met by chance and they fell in love naturally. And while Cinderella wasn't physically abused, she endured years of emotional and psychological torment. That kind of abuse isn't always visible, but it's just as damaging. I don't understand how people can criticize Cinderella for staying in that house. It's the same logic of asking an abuse victim, why didn't you just leave?
Seriously, like, dude, I hate that. I always hated that. Like, they'll be like, why didn't you leave? Why didn't you just do this? Why didn't you do that? It's like, do you not realize the weight of emotions, how it can overwhelm a person and keep them tied to something? Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that don't understand that level of codependence, which can be really hard on some people, you know, and, you know, again, empathy plays a big role in that factor as well, because it's like, like, I guess as an example, between me and my ex-husband, there were a lot of times that my ex-husband would mistreat me as a person and stuff, but, like, I always saw a lot of good aspects about him and what made him a good person. And so it was like that part always blinded me to what other people would say to me, you know? Like, it's again, it comes down to, like, the old quote, like, love is blind. Like, you have to find that balance between your emotions and your logic for that situation, and sometimes that is very difficult for a good chunk of people. Anyway,
she grew up there, and that was the only life she had ever known. And even if she wanted to leave, where was she supposed to go?
Seriously.
With what money and with what resources? She had no support system, no friends to turn to,
exactly,
and no way to survive on her own.
And that's also the thing, like, when it comes to victims of those situations, is that they get thrown into, like, a bubble. They get thrown into a bubble and are isolated from the rest of the world because of it, because usually the narcissist usually tries to manipulate them into thinking that no one cares about them, or nobody wants them, or that they need to hide from the world because it's so dangerous. I mean, yes, the world is dangerous, but the world has always been dangerous before social media, you know what I mean? But anyway, continue.
To realize this bigger picture. After everything she endured, Cinderella still remained kind, compassionate, and hopeful.
Yes.
She didn't let her trauma define her, and she never let her stepmother's cruelty turn her into someone she wasn't.
Exactly.
So for people to say that she's weak is so crazy to me. Her strength wasn't in fighting back. It was in her perseverance.
Yes.
And that's what makes her such an incredible character. Many people who experience abuse end up perpetuating that cycle, but Cinderella did not. She refused to become like them. And that, more than anything, is what makes her so powerful.
Yes.
In Cinderella 2, we get to see how Cinderella adjusts to life.
And then this is where we get into, like, the two other movies of Cinderella in this video, you guys. So if you're not knowledgeable of the second Cinderella or the third Cinderella and you don't wish to watch, just letting you all know ahead of time, there's going to be some spoilers ahead for everybody. So spoiler alert before anybody tries to hop in on here. So, but I've seen both the second and the third one, so we're gonna she does cover that in this video as well. Yes. Oh, I love these. I love these. Anyway, let's go.
The castle and embraces her new role as princess. What's so special about this sequel is that it doesn't just show a happily ever after moment and leave it at that. It actually explores Cinderella's character, proving once again how kind, humble, and strong she truly is.
Exactly.
On her very first morning as princess, Cinderella could have easily leaned into her luxurious lifestyle since she had so much access to it. But instead, she remained the same down-to-earth person that she's always been. When Prudence, the head of the castle staff, comes to wake her, she's shocked to find that Cinderella is already awake. And not just awake, but in the kitchen preparing breakfast for herself.
Exactly, like she don't care. She just going and making some eggs and bacon. Yes, yum yum yum. And in her normal clothes. I love that part because I'm just like, dude, that's me. That's me. I got all these cute outfits, but I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna throw on my leggings and a t-shirt. Let's go.
This is something that she absolutely did not have to do.
I love it.
She had an entire team of cooks at her disposal, yet she chose to make her own meal, showing that her title as princess didn't change who she was at her core. Not only that, but she's also wearing the same worn out dress from when she was treated as a servant in the first movie. This is a small detail, but a powerful moment. Cinderella now has an entire wardrobe filled with extravagant gowns fit for a princess.
She doesn't dress to impress. That's right. We dress for ourselves, ladies. Yes.
Yet she chooses to wear a humble, simple dress that she's had for years. She could have easily shared her old identity and fully embraced her new royal status, but instead she chose to stay true to herself. Even when the castle staff insist on dressing her in extravagant attire, she remains grounded, proving that her worth isn't tied to the wealth or status. She doesn't see herself as above anyone else, and that mindset becomes the foundation for the changes she brings to the castle. Later in the movie, Cinderella continues to challenge the outdated rules of the palace. She's eager to meet the citizens of the kingdom and welcomes the opportunity to speak with them. At one point, she even invites them into the castle for a banquet. However,
not my fault how I dress always impresses. That's right. That's right. I agree with that, Sophie. Indeed. Oh, this would be me as a queen. I'm like, I don't care. Let's go have a party, everybody. I want to meet the citizens. I want to talk to everybody. Don't make me a queen. Don't make me a queen. No, 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 no. I mean, I could be in a leadership role, but I don't feel like I'm the best leader, but I care. That's all I can say about it. But yeah, anyway, go.
Prudence quickly stops her, reminding her that commoners are not allowed inside. But Cinderella,
oh no, we got normal we oh no, she brought the normies in. Oh no. Queen Candy. Aw, thanks. I don't consider myself a queen, but it's fine. I love that though. I love that whole scene too. She's like, "You can't bring commoners in here." I'm like, I let Cinderella just be like, "Watch me." Like, hold my beer. Watch this shit. Let's go. Party time.
Doesn't accept that. She values people for who they are, not for their status, and she makes it clear that everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. By inviting both the kingdom's citizens and the royals to the same event, she sends a powerful message. No one is more important than anyone else. It's so inspiring to see that after all of the suffering she endured in the previous movie, Cinderella doesn't let that harden her heart. Many people who go through trauma develop a code or grounded personality as a means of self-protection.
Yes, they do. I've been guilty of this in the past before too. It's been quite the journey, honestly. This is actually kind of new for me, you guys, to sit here and actually talk to a chat room, because even before I was with my BF, like, I was not like a person that was notoriously online all the time talking to people. So like being social in that aspect is definitely a new thing for me. Not that I'm unfamiliar with it, it's just at the same time I'm still very, like, even in real life I have the tendency to be a little antisocial, but I have learned to, no matter where I go, I'm always treating everybody with love and kindness. Like, I'm even that person now, dude. Not even to toot my own horn, but like every time I find like I actually have a store nearby that where I go get my my 420 stuff, right? And like, I swear to God, they know me by heart now. I'll walk in, they'll be like, "Oh, hey, you want the usual? You want the usual for this amount?" It's like, yes, how are you doing today? I'm that person. I'm just like, I'll have small talk with anybody. I don't care anymore if it's awkward. I'm just like, people are just gonna have to deal with it. I've spent my life, like, don't get me wrong, like, I am that person that still is very antisocial in itself. But when I'm around people, I try to open up and talk more. And if I ramble and sound like a derp, then I ramble and sound like a derp. It's like I've reached that level in adulthood where it's like it's like I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, yes, I know I'm autistic. Yes, I know I'm ADHD. I'm sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. I'm going to wish you a happy day anyway. You know? Like, I will always do that for people, you know? And I don't consider that to be a bad thing at this point. But it is a struggle even then, because I still stumble over my words sometimes, even with that. It's like, I have crippling anxiety. Let's go.
Cinderella does the opposite. Instead of shutting people out, she embraces them with open arms.
Inclusivity, yes, that's the
is
word.
when Cinderella crosses path with her stepsister, Anastasia.
I love that episode.
While walking through the village, Cinderella notices that Anastasia had developed...
Oh, I love this. I love this. Anastasia with the baker. Anastasia with the baker. This whole segment, I swear to God, this has got to be like almost everybody. The nothing in life matters anymore attitude. A little bit of both. Like I care, but then I don't care. It's like I don't care about, like, how do I put it? I don't care about the fact that people set expectations for how people should behave. I am not going to sit there and, like, you know, yes, there is like a line you draw with that. We should all respect each other's boundaries and things like that, of course. But like if I stumble over my words and I derp, like, why give me the third degree? Why give anybody the third degree? Like, if they sound awkward, they sound awkward. They're probably really nervous. Let them talk, you know? Like, that's kind of how I feel about it anymore. It's like, let the awkward person speak their mind. But anyway, oh my goodness, I love this whole segment with Anastasia and the baker, the love story between them. It's so cute. It's so cute. Anyway, continue. I love what Cinderella does for her. Like, this is me, you guys. This is me, you guys, with all the aqua gremlins. I want you all eventually to find love. To find love and happiness in your life, yes. Let's go.
A crush on a kind-hearted baker, but is too shy and insecure to approach him.
Yeah.
Cinderella, despite everything Anastasia has put her through, decides to help her.
Yes.
She subtly encourages a moment of connection between Anastasia and the baker, hoping to give her confidence to pursue him. However, Anastasia, in typical fashion, ends up tripping and falling face first into a pile of pastries, completely humiliating herself in front of the entire bakery. Villagers point and laugh at her, and she runs away in embarrassment.
Dude,
now this
like,
is where
going
Cinderella's
back,
true nature shines.
Go back a little bit.
Completely humiliating herself in front of the entire bakery.
Right there. Oh no, I missed it. He's so cute. Like, he is cute. He's actually
completely humiliating herself in front of the entire bakery.
He's like a cute fluffy boy. He is a cute fluffy boy. Look at him. Dude, I would be in love too. Look at that face. Look at that face. He looks so adorable. Like, man, he'd be baking cakes for you and shit. Like, let it happen. Anyway, go.
Villagers point and laugh at her, and she runs away in embarrassment.
I remember that.
Now, this is
I
where
feel
Cinderella's true nature shines. She has every reason to ignore Anastasia's humiliation. After all, this is the same stepsister who mocked her, tore apart her dress, and treated her like a servant for years. But Cinderella doesn't think that way. She immediately follows Anastasia to comfort her, making sure she doesn't have to go through the pain of embarrassment alone. Even when Anastasia greets Cinderella with an insult, calling her a laundry maid, Cinderella doesn't let it get to her. She remains kind, joyful, and supportive. Instead of holding on to the past, Cinderella extends a hand of kindness, offering Anastasia a fresh start. She invites her to the castle, gets her cleaned up in a new dress, and even gives her advice on how to be kind. She reassures Anastasia that she is worthy of love and that dreams do really come true. This is such a powerful moment because it highlights one of Cinderella's greatest strengths. Her ability to forgive and show compassion even to those who don't deserve it. It would have been so easy for Cinderella to take a different path. She could have been vengeful. She could have looked down on Anastasia and reminded her of all the terrible things she did. But instead she chose kindness. She chose to help Anastasia believe in herself and open her heart to love. That's what makes Cinderella so remarkable. Not just her resilience, but her unwavering goodness despite everything she's been through. Her strength isn't isn't about fighting back or getting revenge. It's about maintaining her kind spirit no matter what life throws at her. And that's what makes Cinderella such an inspiring character.
Yes. We must always, always build other people up, you guys. That is what I will preach on my platform. I want to be that person that builds other people up. I will always be that person that tries to build other people up because we need more people like that in the world. People need to stop tearing each other down just because we're different. It doesn't matter. Like, we need to focus on what makes us all the same. Like, our hearts, our souls, our minds, our goals, our inspirations. Like, things that make us human beings. But yeah, anyway, go. Cinderella 3! Cinderella 3. Oh, this one. How do I put this? Like, Cinderella 3, me and my mom had this discussion one time, is that Cinderella 3 should have been the second one, in my opinion. But that's just me, because, like, at the end of the day, I was like, what happened to the baker? But they do show in the credits that she does still eventually get back with the baker in the third one. They show a picture of her and the baker meeting again. So I was like, yay! But it's still just like one of those moments, like, that should have been the sequel. That should have been the sequel, not the other one. The other one should have been the third one. But that's just me. Anyway, go.
In my opinion, Cinderella 3 is the best representation of Cinderella's strength, resilience, and kindness.
Like, the third one is like a whole bucket of crazy that happens.
One of the most admirable things about Cinderella is that she doesn't hold grudges. In Cinderella 3, she chose to help her stepsister Anastasia, not because she has to, but because she wants to. Despite everything Anastasia did to her in the past, Cinderella sees the good in her and recognizes that she too has been manipulated by Lady Tremaine. Instead of letting their history divide them, Cinderella understands Anastasia's pain and offers her a chance to change. This compassion ultimately comes full circle when Anastasia, in turn, chooses to go against her mother's wishes and help Cinderella. This is a powerful moment because it highlights an often overlooked reality. Cinderella wasn't the only one who suffered under Lady Tremaine's abuse. While Cinderella undoubtedly endured the worst of the abuse, Cinderella 3 gives us a closer look at how both Anastasia and Drizella were also mistreated by their mother.
Yeah, that was the other thing. It wasn't just Cinderella that was getting mistreated. Like, dude, even the way she would talk to her own daughters, it was so disheartening to watch and stuff, you know, because it's like, dude, they, at that point, it's like you can't even really truly get mad at Drizella and Anastasia in that sense, because at that point, it's like they're just a product of their environment when it comes to that. Like, this is the, like, well, not all this, but like what Lady Tremaine was teaching them was how to be vain and how to be spiteful and how to be manipulative with the things around them, and just essentially turned them into like the bad behaviors that they, you know, exuberate now, you know. And it's not like they're, how do I put it? It's like, even though they may have came from that environment, they could still learn to be better people to other people by, well, A, getting out of that environment, and then B, you know, being around other people and learning proper etiquette, if that makes sense. Because even when they're in the palace of this movie, like, you see the struggle that they have even then to be polite and elegant and proper towards, like, even the servants and the palace. Like, they're so rude to everybody around them and such. Like, and it's, again, it's just, it comes down to like learned behavior that they learned from their narcissistic mom. Anyway, let's go.
They weren't just spoiled or mean for the sake of being mean.
They were manipulated
in an environment where love and kindness was conditional, and their worth was tied to their ability to please their mother. Cinderella's choice to help Anastasia, despite everything, isn't just an act of kindness. It's an act of understanding. She knows firsthand what it's like to live under Lady Tremaine's control. And rather than seeking revenge or turning her back, she extends grace to someone who is also trapped in that cycle. Lady Tremaine's biggest mistake was believing that Cinderella's happily ever after was solely a result of the fairy godmother's magic. She saw the enchanted dress, the carriage, and the transformed pumpkin and assumed that without magic, Cinderella would have never found happiness. But what she failed to recognize was that magic wasn't what made Cinderella special. It was her faith and determination. Cinderella's journey in the first movie was filled with obstacles. Her dress was torn apart, she was locked in the attic, and her stepmother even shattered the glass slipper right before she had a chance to prove it was hers. In every single one of those moments, Cinderella could have given up. She could have just accepted that life was unfair and that her happiness was simply out of reach, but she didn't. She kept pushing forward. When her dress was destroyed, she still wanted to go to the ball. When she was locked away, she never stopped fighting to get out. And when the glass slipper was broken, she didn't despair. She pulled out a second one, proving that her fate was never tied to luck or magic alone. It was her unwavering faith that things could get better, and the fact that she actually took steps toward a better future. But Lady Tremaine was blind to all of this. When she discovered the fairy godmother's magic, she became obsessed with using it to rewrite Cinderella's story, believing that if she had the same magic, she could force a different ending. She uses the wand to turn back time.
I mean, it honestly just proves that hatefulness and spitefulness and competitiveness just doesn't win the day. It really doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, statistically speaking, like, people who are kind and empathetic usually have a higher tendency to survive such, you know, abusive situations. And, like, again, this is, dude. It's like all of this is getting a little too relatable. I'm sorry, everybody, but it's fine. We're gonna continue. Go.
Making it so that the glass slipper fits Anastasia instead of Cinderella. When Cinderella realizes that something is wrong because she knows she was the one that danced with the prince, Lady Tremaine tells her to stay away and that the prince will be marrying Anastasia instead. At this moment, Cinderella could have accepted defeat.
Yeah, she could have been like, oh, well, that sucks to suck, and like, and ran away from the situation, which is what I've noticed. Like, dude, that was my ex-husband, you guys. He had that defeatist attitude where, like, if shit happened, like, he would be like, oh, well, sucks to suck, it is what it sucks to suck, it is what it is. Like when you go into, if you approach life in that manner, then it's just gonna keep cycling through and more shit is gonna happen to you if you just accept defeat. Like, again, I am the person that just believes that nothing is impossible. Have I been through some crap? Of course I've been through some crap. I've been through a lot of crap, like too much crap to count. But at the same time, like I'm not gonna give up. I'm going to constantly persevere. I'm going to constantly push through. I'm going to constantly always build other people up as well as myself. Like, that is that I always have wanted to stay true to my heart in that sense. Anyway, go.
Instead, she refuses to let her story be rewritten without a fight. She sneaks into the palace, determined to speak to the prince herself.
Yeah, the "it is what it is" is a very common male mindset nowadays. Yes, it is, indeed. So I feel like that's kind of why I wanted to put this video up, not just for like my female audience, but maybe for my male audience too. You know, like, I know I do a lot of video games on this channel. I know I do a lot of memes on this channel, which I know makes a lot of guys like happy, because of course, you know, you gotta have the, dude, memes are the serotonin boost of the internet. So, like, I tell you. And maybe that's why the male loneliness is a thing. Yes, like, exactly. That's kind of where I was kind of going with that, if that makes sense. Like, it's, you know, like, you can't face life in a defeatist attitude. You really can't. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, because I've seen women do it too. You know, the proud, the prideful women out there that are like, oh, I don't need no man for nothing. I'm strong, independent woman. Rawr. Like, no, stop that. Like, you're already pushing people away by having that kind of attitude. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the whole, like, oh, I'm gonna do it myself. I can't do something right, do it yourself attitude. You know, you unintentionally push people away with it, if that makes sense. And I don't want to be that person. I will never be that person. I will always be open and accepting to everybody of all shapes and sizes, you know, because, you know, dude, even when it comes down to it, even when it comes down to it, we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different people, different vibes, different things. Everything is different, and that's okay. Like, that's kind of the beauty of life. Like, if everything was the same, life would just be even more boring, you know? And again, I think that's what ties into the male loneliness thing, is like, you can't go into a situation being like, oh, well, sucks to suck. You know, if you do that to yourself, you can't, you're gonna get shit thrown in your face. Like, I've had it that way, because there was one point in life where I did try to approach it as, oh, it is what it is. I used to do that to myself too, especially when I was in high school and in middle school, you know, big time. And, you know, it wasn't until I got to, like, not until I got to college where I was like, I can't keep approaching life this way. If I keep approaching life this way, I'm just gonna be a sad and miserable person. Like, you have to have at least a little bit of positivity in order to try to push yourself forward. Sometimes at the end of the day, you have to be your own cheerleader. I know that sounds silly. I know there's so many men out there that want want that girl that will cheer them on and will, you know, the anime waifu, your oshi, your, you know, the ladies you look up to, and that's great. That's great to have that in your life, in the sense of, like, you know, yeah, but you yourself at the end of the day have to be your own cheerleader sometimes in order to press forward and make good decisions for yourself. And I don't know, maybe that's just coming from me in the healing mindset. Like, how do I put it? It's like, I don't need a man. No. I mean, even if I wasn't on here, you guys, as a VTuber, I would probably still be a single mom trying to pay the bills and work at some job. Because even though I wasn't good at like the 9-to-5 jobs, I was a job hopper. I was a job hopper. I hate to say that, but I was a job hopper. But it was like, any time that I would leave a job, I would be hopping on to another job, because it's like I wasn't giving up. I was still there, taking care of my daughter, keeping a roof over our head, and living my life. So I know I am capable, you know? It's like, I want to be with somebody, and that is my choice, you know? And that's okay. But I know there's a lot of guys that have, like, a lot of people that have that attitude of just, oh, it is what it is, and then wonder why they can't get anywhere. It's like, you can't approach life negatively like that, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm probably repeating myself too. My bad, everyone. That's the other thing. Being ADHD, I know I repeat myself a lot. Anyway, go.
When she discovers that he's under a spell, she doesn't just stand by. She takes action, doing everything in her power to retrieve the wand and undo the enchantment. But before she can do this, Lady Tremaine has her caught and banished from the kingdom, sending her away on a ship. Even then, Cinderella still does not give up. She fights her way back, risking everything to set things right. She only stops trying when she physically cannot fight anymore. That's what makes her such an incredible character. She never backs down, no matter how impossible things seem. One of the most defining moments in Cinderella 3 happens near the end, when she finally comes face to face with Anastasia, who has now been transformed into an exact copy of her using magic. At this point, Cinderella doesn't yell or demand justice. Instead, she looks at Anastasia with compassion and asks her a simple, profound question. She asks her if this is truly what she wants.
Yeah, that was a defining moment in that, because it's like, at that point, it's like, I would have been questioning that too if I was Cinderella, just being like, sis, are you okay? Are you sure this is what you want? Are you being manipulated? Like, what is it? Like, knock twice if you need help. Like, dun, dun, like, blink if you need help.
This scene is so important because it shows Cinderella's heart. She isn't just fighting to get her own happy ending. She genuinely cares about Anastasia's happiness too. She doesn't see her stepsister as a villain, but as someone who has been manipulated and pressured into a situation that she may not even want. And for a brief moment, it seems like Cinderella's words are reaching her. But before Anastasia can answer her question, Lady Tremaine intervenes, using magic to send Cinderella away once again. At this point, Lady Tremaine even transforms Lucifer into a human in an attempt to eliminate Cinderella for good. But Cinderella doesn't just sit back and accept her fate.
Dude, human version of Lucifer the cat is terrifying. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That part just, like, traumatized me as a kid. I'm like, he's so creepy.
She fights back. She outsmarts and defeats Lucifer, escapes, and once again makes her way back to the palace. By the time she reaches the wedding, her gown is destroyed, her hair is a mess, and she looks nothing like the perfect polished princess that she's supposed to be.
Like, dude, she did not care. She was like, I know my man is still gonna love me. Go.
But none of that matters to her. She's not there to impress anyone. She's there to stand up for herself and fight for what's right. She refuses to let her story be rewritten by someone else's selfish desires.
Exactly.
And the most beautiful part is that even after everything her stepmother and stepsisters put her through, Cinderella still handles the situation with so much love and grace. She never once expresses anger towards Anastasia. Instead, she thanks her for choosing to do the right thing in the end. Cinderella's strength isn't just in how she fights, it's in how she forgives. That's what makes her such an inspiring character. Even in a world when she has every reason to be bitter, every reason to seek revenge, and every reason to give up, she never does.
Exactly.
She chooses kindness. She chooses love.
Yes.
And she chooses to believe in the good in others even when they don't deserve it.
Yep. Always.
Cinderella's story is one of faith, resilience, and unwavering hope. Despite everything she endured, she remained humble, kind, and full of grace. Not because life was easy for her, but because she held on to an unbreakable faith that things would one day get better. Her faith was so powerful that even in her darkest moment, when she felt completely broken, it manifested into something miraculous. When her stepsisters tore apart her dress and ruined her last chance of attending the ball, she finally broke down. She stayed strong for so long, but in that moment, it felt like she reached her limit. She had done everything right, remained kind despite the cruelty she faced, and yet it seemed like happiness was always just out of reach. But instead of this moment marking her end, it became the turning point in her story. Just when she thought there was no more hope left, her fairy godmother appeared. This moment is so much more.
And realistically speaking, yes, not a magical lady is gonna show up and like, you know, ping, bing, bang, boom, poof, you know, like that's not how that works. It's essentially, you know, symbolism for when miracles do happen. You know, and that's one thing I have to like, again, if you approach life negatively, you're going to get negative feedback. But if you approach life with an open heart and positivity and, you know, the hope that things will get better, and you hold on to that hope that things will get better and stay positive, miracles do happen. Like, I have experienced them myself. Like, I'm just telling you guys, don't give up. Do what you can each and every day. Rest when you need to. Heal. Drink some water. And do your best. Like, honestly, I don't want to say do your best. Do what you can. Like Saba said when I shared on my Discord. Do what you can. You know, and like, again, good things will follow. You know, like, I've had the strangest of things happen in my life. Just talking from experience, really, truly. Like, I feel like this speaks to me in the sense of like, yes, I am a survivor of domestic, you know, domestic abuse and things like that. And as someone who is a survivor from those things, I have complex PTSD, but at the same time, I try to not let that define me as a person. And I advise that for everybody as well. Don't let your traumas define you as a person. Never give up on what you know is right in your heart, if that makes sense. Anyway,
more than just magic. It's literally a representation of Cinderella's faith materializing.
Yes.
She spent years believing that someday, somehow, things would change.
Exactly.
And because of that belief, because of that faith, when she hit rock bottom, she was rewarded. The fairy godmother herself refers to what happens as a miracle, and that's exactly what it is. Cinderella's story is a testimony to the idea that holding on to faith, even when it seems impossible, can open doors you never imagined. What's even more beautiful is that Cinderella never takes any of it for granted. When the fairy godmother tells her that the spell is only temporary, that everything will return to normal by midnight, Cinderella doesn't complain or feel cheated. She doesn't demand more or question why her happiness has an expiration date.
Right.
Instead, she's just grateful. She tells the fairy godmother that even though the magic will fade,
grateful and thankful that she can go and have a night and have a good time. Like, dude, I can't tell you how many times as a worn out person, a worn out mom at that, when I crave that, just to have a night to have fun, just to dance and be myself and just have fun. Like, sometimes that's all we need as a human being, is just a night of fun and time to breathe and get outside of our head, you know? Like, that's all she wanted. And gosh, anyway, go.
What she's been given is still far more than what she could have ever hoped for.
Exactly.
That's humility. That's the ability to appreciate even temporary joy. And that speaks volumes about her character.
Yes.
Many people misunderstand Cinderella's strength. Some see her as weak or passive because she doesn't fight back physically, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Her
Exactly.
strength isn't just about physical power, it's about her endurance.
Yes.
It's about holding on to yourself, your values, and your hope, even when the world tries to strip them away from you.
Exactly.
Cinderella lived under constant emotional and psychological abuse for years, yet she never became bitter. She never let the abuse change her into something that she wasn't, and that's real strength. The fact that she continued to believe in kindness and goodness and a future beyond the walls of her home, when she had every reason to give up, proves just how powerful she truly is. Many people in her situation would have cracked under pressure, losing themselves to anger or despair.
Yep.
But Cinderella never did. She refused to let her circumstances define her. She chose to hold on to hope in a world that constantly told her to give up. That's far from weakness. That's resilience in its purest form.
Yes.
People often blame Cinderella for not doing more to escape her situation, as if she had control over the abuse she suffered. She was a victim of her circumstances, trapped in an environment which...
And that's the thing. Sometimes, especially with certain abusive situations, sometimes you don't have control of those situations. Like, I can't tell you how many times that I lived certain lives. Like, even back when I was a kid, like, my mom was the notorious person of being in one relationship after the next. So I've had to deal with a multitude of different types of abuses in my life. And, like, this... Again, this is why I always like Disney princesses. This is why I always like Disney princesses and the core message from Disney princesses. Like, there is so much in life. Like, I will never let anybody break me down. You know why? Because I will always come and bounce back up and be my own person at the end of the day. And I feel like that's what Cinderella teaches in this sense. Like, no matter what you face. And I feel like it's also in a more realistic sense, because it's like, how many people out there have had to be stuck in a household that, you know, wasn't ideal for them and was forced to do this, that, and the other, and was doing a lot of things against their will because of narcissistic people that they were stuck with. Like, that's not an uncommon situation. It really isn't. Like, and honestly, like, that's why I've always, like, Disney princesses were like the thing that kept me going through the times where I faced being on the bottom of the food chain of abuse, if that makes sense, you guys. And this is why I will always hold on to these, because that not only is it my childhood, it is my strength to keep going and to keep persevering and keep pursuing and keep coming back and creating good content for you guys. And also just my motivation in general in life. Because say, I mean, I'm not trying to worry anybody, but say one day I don't hop back on here, well, then I will move on and find a new dream. Like, I will persevere regardless of what happens, you know? And I encourage all of my aqua gremlins to do the same. Honestly, like, that's all I want to preach is, like, keep following your dreams. Do what you can. Anyway.
That little agency. The idea that she should have just simply fought back ignores the reality of how abuse works.
Yeah.
What makes her story so inspiring isn't that she physically overpowered her abusers.
No.
It's that she outlasted them.
Yes.
She endured, she survived, and she never lost sight of who she was.
Exactly.
Her happy ending, escaping her toxic environment, marrying the prince, and finally stepping into the life that she deserved, isn't just a fairy tale. It's a message.
Yes.
It's a reminder that no matter how dark things seem, no matter how many times life knocks you down, if you keep holding on to hope, things will get better. Cinderella's story is a testament to the power of faith, the importance of resilience, and the beauty of never losing sight of your own life.
Exactly.
Even in the darkest times.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, my dear. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Oh, I need to skip past that. That's music.
Story is a powerful test.
That was like a lot of music. I don't want to like... No copyright here today. Not today. Not today. I don't know if that is copyrighted, but we're just gonna skip past the music anyway.
Story is a powerful test.
Story is a... Get there. Blah. There.
Cinderella's story is a powerful
Conclusion.
testament to the strength of faith. She shows us what can happen when you hold on to hope, even when life feels impossible, and even when it seems like there's no way out.
Yes.
She reminds us that kindness is not a weakness, but a strength. That
Yes.
choosing to be good, even when others are cruel, can have a profound impact, not just on your own lives, but on those around us.
Yep.
She teaches us that patience and hope are not in vain. That good things come to those who refuse to let hardships define them.
Yep.
That even in the face of struggle, holding on to who you are and what you believe in matters. And most
Exactly.
importantly, she shows us the power of humility. Even when her circumstances changed for the better, she never lost sight of who she was. She remained true to herself, proving that success and status doesn't define a person.
Exactly.
But character does. Cinderella is not weak. She is so strong in so many ways. And that's why she continues to inspire me. I would like to know your thoughts on this video and also on Cinderella. Comment your
Yes.
thoughts down below and subscribe for more content like this.
Yes, please subscribe to her, you guys, if you found that interesting today. Yes, indeed. Oh, it went back onto the Belle one. We watched the Belle one earlier, and then I just got done with Cinderella. Yes, yes, indeed. Let me throw on back some music. If anybody's got some questions or discussions before I hop off here today, we're gonna cover that a little bit. But yes, I feel like those videos did, like, do I want pirate ship? No, I want game room. Let's go to the game room. Yay! Aw, thank you. Just the little clapping emojis. I love it. Thank you very much, Leo. Thank you very much. I don't know if that's what you want me to call you, but I'm trying to refer to everybody by their username. Leo74. Yes. Again, I hope I didn't push away too many people with that. I know I'm such a girly girl sometimes, and that's okay. Again, I wanted to have a serious discussion about these things, and I thought like those videos were quite insightful. And again, don't say my full name, please. Okay, it's such a bot name. Oh, is it? Oh, it's okay, my dude, you're good. Oh, that reminds me, I almost forgot, you guys. In a little bit before I'll give people some time here, I wanted to share my Discord, because I noticed I had a few more followers pop in yesterday. I think that was including you. Yes, I do have a Discord if anybody wants to join the Candy Cove and all of the fun times there. And we're still having a vote on my Discord in the Town Crier on what my next model is going to be, because I'm trying to see if maybe if I get a different model, maybe I can run some harder games, because I've been having difficulty with running hard games with this model, particularly with my computer. So we're doing a little vote on if we want to get a chibi model of myself, or I also have an axolotl model that I have in mind on my Etsy, in my favorites folder. So yes, there we go. I'm gonna at least add that to the Discord before I hop off, or add the Discord link to everyone before I hop off here today. There you all go. Yes, if you wish to join the Candy Cove, we have memes, we have a general folder where everybody talks and says hello. We have a channel suggestion, we have ships, if you like shipping relationships and seeing all the cute lovey-dovey stuff. We have a fan art folder, a food folder, and of course I just added a Smasher Pass folder. Oh my god, I'm not ready to answer any of those yet. I'll let that folder build up with more pictures, because I've recently added, I think there's only like 3 pictures in there so far. We'll do a Smasher Pass video eventually. God. But yes, if anybody wishes to join the Discord, have a fun time with everybody and the Aqua Gremlins, by all means. Yes. In my opinion, it literally doesn't matter. You can use a PNG for all I care. It's up to you. Oh, not a problem. I just figure I'd share that info. There's like a few days, I think a couple days left for it. Yes, a couple days left for the vote, like 3 days left to vote. Do we want a chibi model or an axolotl? It's more so I'm indecisive about it, if that makes sense. I'm happy with either or. So I'm like, this is gonna be for essentially that model is going to be for harder games ran on the computer, because I think I had to cancel a stream a while back because I was trying to play the Mortuary Assistant, the demo, but my computer didn't want to cooperate with me, and like I kept lagging. Like my whole model, my whole setup kept lagging so bad. So I'm thinking maybe if I get like a lower quality model, or just in general something. Yeah, that game destroyed your PC. Dang, it didn't destroy it. It just made OBS lag so badly. Like it was like, what is that? Retracing, where I'm just like, like looking like a robot, like a cheap English dub. So we'll see. Like, again, I figured like if I try to get like maybe a cheaper, lower quality model, it might make a difference, because this is a very high quality model for a cheap price, which was, you know, I got a deal on this model. I love this model. This model is so pretty. I've had so much fun with it. But if we want to continue with like horror games or games that are big, that run hard on this computer, I have to switch it up a little bit here and there. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna test it out and see what happens. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream today. I really hope. Oh, I love that tail. Yeah, it looks made out of gummy bears. Everybody has been saying that. I know it looks like a gummy. It's fine. I don't mind. Ooh, that actually reminds me, there is something I found on Etsy that I think would be really fun for that, because eventually I want to get, what is it? The Twitch integrated throwing system. Yeah, I want to do that eventually at some point when I can afford it. But there's some stuff that I think I have saved on my Etsy for that. But anyway, I'm just getting distracted. I love talking to everybody. It's fine. But I hope everybody enjoyed the stream today. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, links are going to be in the description for the people that I reacted to today. I hope you all had a good time. I hope we all had some serious, mature discussions. But at the same time, I hope you all leave with some insight. I hope I've been educational enough, I guess. I don't know how to word that. Oh. All right, you guys, I'm gonna hop off here and get some Scooby snacks. Om nom nom. You all have a wonderful day. Yes. Bye-bye.